Yo, 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 what is up? What is up, guys? Hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. We are on the ninth day of Eagles free agency. My voice is not so perfect today. I don't know why. It's still raspy today. I don't know why. But I'll do as much as I possibly can. So if I sound weird, now you kind of know why. So we're on the ninth day of free agency. We'll see what's going on with the Philadelphia Eagles. Obviously, a lot of stuff is looming right now. There is some things to talk about regarding contracts. Now, we're actually getting information on some of the contracts that we are getting for specific players, and they're starting to tell me that these are big-time cut candidates for the Philadelphia Eagles and really what's going to go on in the season. So, should be interesting. I know it's early. I didn't have this stream set up earlier. I had to do a video quick. I had some other stuff to do. So we'll stream for a couple hours. We'll see how it goes. You know, I don't want to keep everybody here all day. I've kept everybody pretty much busy for the last 9 days, pretty much. We'll say hi to the chat right now. We got KGK. What's going on, man? We got Rome's. What's going on, dude? Yo, Eagles Uncensored, man. Welcome back, man. Rose said, today something's possible happened for agency for the Birds. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, the number one thing I'm looking for right now is the edge rusher trade. Like, they have got to pay somebody. They've got to pay somebody right now. They got $40 million in cap space, and they have got to get that rolling. Get the kid from Minnesota in here as fast as possible before anyone else really signs him. EJB, what's going on, buddy? Charlie, what's up? Exclusive says, what's going on, Joey? What's going on, man? How you doing, man? Appreciate it, dude. I appreciate it. So here's some things that are interesting today. So we actually got some information on some contracts. Okay. Now the one I want to talk about here, is Grant Calcaterra. Okay. Grant Calcaterra on a 1-year, $2 million deal, $187,500 signing bonus, salary 1.8, $700,000 overall guaranteed full. Okay. Calcaterra is only getting paid $700,000 fully guaranteed, which tells you he might not even be a backup in Philadelphia this year. This tells us, okay, I know they got the Johnny Munt kid in here at 31 years old. I think they do want to use him because he actually is a really good blocker, does a lot of the dirty work. So it's got a good reputation for that. So probably would keep him. But Calcaterra is definitely not. Definitely. I mean, unless he is on practice squad, I have no idea. But he is a huge cut candidate. If he was getting paid a little bit more to come back, and honestly, he didn't do anything last year, but Calcaterra's got some value to the Eagles, I guess, if he does make the team, just because when Dallas Goedert was hurt the last few years, Calcaterra has gone into some games and has flashed and has looked pretty good at times. And, you know, I mean, the guy can't block. He can never really be a number one tight end in Philadelphia, but this should tell you that on top of safety, tight end is definitely going to the draft. We're definitely drafting a tight end. You got to draft the future tight end next to Dallas Goedert. Okay, Dallas Goedert got a 1-year deal. I don't care if it's Sadiq. I don't care if it's Claire. I don't care. I mean, however you want to do it. Okay, plenty of tight ends in this draft. Let him polish up next to Dallas Goedert for a year. And the system with Mannion, he loves using tight ends, the double tight end sets. It's going to happen. And that's it, So that's where I'm kind of at with that, finding out that number. Now, we found out that Dallas Goedert's number, so Eagles Dallas Goedert renegotiated deal, has $1.3 million 2026 salary. Okay. Salary cap of 8,854. So I'm guessing, I think it was a little bit higher. I think his cap hit went from 11 to 8, and I guess it's not much money. I mean, it's really not much money at all. So I don't get what the $1.3 million in salary. I mean, I thought he was getting paid $7 million. Unless that was 7 against the cap, I have no idea. But it's a cheap deal regardless. Even if it's $7 million for Dallas Goedert for the year, I mean, he was getting paid what, 13, 14 last year, and he was supposed to get a little bit more than that before he restructured his deal to come back last year. Pretty interesting. Hold on one second. Emmanuel says, "Good morning, Joey. Thanks for the account." Yeah, appreciate it, man. Emmanuel, I appreciate it, buddy. What's going on, West Philly Rock? Rowan says, "Yo, Joey, did you hear about the Aqib Talib rumors regarding AJ Brown and the Broncos?" Yes. Apparently, the Broncos are making a big move for an offensive player. That's the big rumor as of right now. I'm not sure how, I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, we heard from Brian Baldy not too long ago that the Broncos, I guess, had some interest, or maybe they had a little bit of interest. Maybe it's becoming more serious right now. But it's like the Broncos are actually worse. They're actually worse to trade for. I don't think the Broncos have any value either. It's another playoff team. It's another playoff team. I'd rather take the Patriots 27 first round pick than the Broncos because, because I feel like the Patriots will be taking a back seat this year just a little bit. So I think the Patriots will at some point, they'll have a tougher schedule next year. I think they're not going to be as good as they were this past year. They shouldn't have even been in the Super Bowl this year, with a really easy schedule because you've been a shitty team for since Brady left, you've been a shitty team. So as of right now, yeah, I mean, probably I would more likely go to the Patriots than Denver. So it is what it is. It is what it is, man. So it's only rumors. It's from what one guy says something, and that's pretty much it. Yo, Jason, what's going on, buddy? How you doing, man? I got no voice today, guys. My voice is very raspy today. So yeah, it says we'll be spending a third rounder on the tight end, a second on the safety, and an O-line round one. And yeah, I mean, that could be it. I mean, realistically, I agree with you on all three: offensive line, safety, and tight end. I 100% agree those are going to be your three targets in this draft. There's no doubt. I mean, safety, they've literally passed on everybody. I mean, they're not paying, they don't want to pay Reed Blankenship $8.5 million. Brisker, I mean, maybe took a discount going to the Steelers, but he got paid $5.5. They just let I think Miami signed a safety yesterday, and he was second in tackles for whatever team he played on. So they're skipping out on every safety that's really out there. I mean, everybody is pretty much passed on. You know what I mean? What's going on, Poe? Welcome back, brother. How you doing, man? Brooks AJ Brown is staying. I don't see him traded until next year. Well, that's great. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I mean, I don't want him to go anywhere. I mean, I'm just putting out the news that's out there right now, whether it's speculation or whatever. It's always good to talk about stuff. I'm here to talk about it all. What Grizzlies said, we're not trading AJ until after June 40th, mil dead money if we hit trade him now versus 20. Oh, well, yeah, I mean, it's a huge difference. It's going to be a post-June trade if it does happen. Yes, 100%. They're not taking the 43 million. That's definitely not happening. So it's a post-June. So, I mean, I don't know if they can make the post-June trade now, and then it's not, and then technically it's not really official until June hits. So we won't be hearing news on that for probably a while, but apparently everything is pretty much halted. I've heard that the Rams aren't involved in this deal anymore. They've completely backed out of it. I think the only way that they were really in it is because the Eagles, I guess, are intrigued by the 13th overall pick that the Rams owned by the Falcons. That's really the only thing I can think of that has any value going into it. You know what I mean? But I'd rather keep AJ for another year and then that's it. I mean, I think you draft a receiver next year. I'd be one of your top targets next year, no doubt. You know what I mean? What's going on, Dave? Said Joey. More, but I hope you're feeling a bit better. Yeah, I'm doing all right. My voice is a little fucked up today, but that's about it, though. You know what I mean? Rogue says Pittsburgh should trade the 27 second round pick to the Eagles for Terry McKee. That would be best option. Yeah, they're not going to be able to get Terry McKee for a second round pick. In our dreams, that would happen. That would never happen. I would do that in a heartbeat. Bro, after we said, what position do you think we need the draft, or what do you think they will look for the draft? I mean, you need an offensive lineman for the future. You need someone to polish up. You need someone to get in there next to Lane Johnson at right tackle, at right guard, get in front of Steen, let him polish, let him get better, and then kick him out to right tackle when he gets, when Lane Johnson retires. Tight end, you need the future at tight end. Dallas Goedert's only here for a year. Your tight end group as of right now, there's nobody extended past 2026. They have got to draft the future at that position. So that's two positions you need for the future. And obviously safety. Okay, we figured because Makuba is going through his second year off a broken fibula where he was playing pretty damn good and then had the broken fibula because of Sidney Brown and the Eagles offense couldn't do shit in that damn Cowboys game. Fangio had to keep all his defensive players in that game a little bit longer, hence that injury. That they might take a shot at another safety in this draft, which is fine with me. You want to get the kid from Toledo, perfectly fine with that. You want to get Dylan Thieneman from Oregon. The Eagles, I think, are in perfect position from 18 to 23. I think he'll go in between there. I think they'll be in a good spot for that. So those are three positions. Two of them aren't needs right now, but they're going to be needs. Offensive line isn't a need right now. But it's needed for the future. But that offensive lineman, whoever they draft, whether they get loaned from Penn State, whether they get Freeling, whether they move back for Proctor, I don't know what they're going to do, but they need to plug somebody in that right guard right now and polish up. Do not redshirt an offensive lineman. Do not let an offensive lineman sit for the entire year. Yo, One Shot, see what's going on, buddy? How you doing, man? Posted the Broncos field board listing that the Eagles want to first this year as opposed to a 27. AJ went for the 18th pick back in 21, so he'd be going for a high 20s pick. Yeah, I mean, it's just there's no value with both of those teams. One crappy team hasn't came up to us yet. You know what I mean? If there was a crappy team that came up to us and needed a receiver that badly, I would say, yeah, let's do it. But no one else is really biting on the situation. No one's biting on it. Christopher Michael says, we're not getting a second-round pick for Taryn, bro. This ain't Madden. I said, what's next for the Birds? Edge rusher. You got to go out there and get Jonathan, what's his name, from Minnesota. You got to get him, now. Go get it done. It's going to cost you a day 2 pick, so they're giving up a third or a fourth. I really hope they give up a 4th-round pick and get this thing done. They said, Joey, think Howie will be hitting the undrafted free agent heavy this year, especially the old. Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%. Eagles have had some good hits over the years in the undrafted free agent pool. So, you know what I mean? So if they really want somebody bad, they're going to pay somebody. I don't know what the max contract is for an undrafted free agent. There is a max. It's like $200,000 or something like that. It's a lot of money for an undrafted free agent. So they're going to hit on it pretty good. Pretty good. He says they can designate him as a June 1st trade and still get picks from this draft. I don't know if they can. I thought you could. I don't think you can get picks until it's official. Because what if you get the picks? What if you get the picks now or the trade gets done and then you want to back out of the trade? I mean, it makes no sense. I don't think you can. I read online that you can, but then I heard from Rappaport a couple mornings ago that they would have to, if they want a post-June trade, they would have to wait till June and the draft capital would only be for 27. That's what Rappaport said the other day. Imagine the real danger is trading AJ to a team like the Broncos for kneeling for 27 first. Rounders a late pick, send AJ to the Browns to get a top. Well, yeah, I mean that's what I want to do. I want to send him to the Raiders. I want to send him somewhere else. I don't want to send him to a good team. I don't want to send number one, I don't want him in the NFC. And number two, I don't want him on a good roster, period, whether it's the NFC or the AFC. Doesn't even matter. You know what I mean? Curtis says, it's going to take at least a third for Grenard. I think its sticking point is he wants a contract extension. He's going to want 25. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. He had a down year last year. He had a bum shoulder last year, so maybe that's going to help the Eagles not going too crazy. I mean, they're going to have to pay him over $20 million, probably. Probably whatever they were going to pay Phillips is what. Oh, they actually. Sorry, they were never going to pay Phillips because they wanted him back, but they were never going to. They never offered Phillips anything because he had a lot of shit to say the other day. But Phillips is comparing the Eagles and Panthers. I mean, that's apples and fucking oranges. I mean, that's two different conversations with two different organizations and where they're at right now. You know what I mean? He can't be that stupid. Hayer says, "Hey Joe, go Birds." What's going on, man? From Germany. That's awesome, man. Pretty far. So a million different things could happen. A million different things. So from what I reckon right now, edge rusher will be the key. That's what they'll be signing. Now, wide receiver 3, I don't know what they're doing there, but I mean, look, you got Brandon Cooks out there. You got Juwan Jennings, that's still available, but apparently he wants like $20+ million, and I think it's already been said. I don't know. It's already been reported that that's what he's looking for, and I don't think he's going to get that. Christian Kirk signed with the 49ers, so they never re-signed Jennings back because they know he's going to be a little bit more expensive. Christian Kirk is a lot cheaper, and look what happened. I just talked about Christian Kirk the other day, and he got signed within 2 days. So the Eagles had interest in Darnell Mooney before the Giants got him. So I think there's like a certain number they want to hit at wide receiver 3. I think they want some speed. I know that Hollywood Brown is available as well, so he is still out there. Things like that. I'm gonna have to take this hoodie off again. It's always hot, man. Lasting. I don't know why they got the heat on so much. Makes no sense. I gotta fucking cut my hair too. Never have it this long. I have been fucking lazy. Lazy. Okay. Good to go. Lenny says, I like the offensive line from Utah. It reminds me of the young Dwayne Johnson, Caleb Lemieux. Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad pick. Can they get him Can they get him on day 2? They're in contention for him. Jennings smoking that. I don't even know what Jennings did last year. I have no idea. I don't know what his statistics were. I didn't even really check that. So those are the wide receivers that are on the market right now that's left. So it's Brandon Cooks, Hollywood Brown, Juwan Jennings. I think that's it. Right? Am I missing one? I don't think I'm missing one. I think perfect draft would be Sadiq, McNeil, Warren, and Malogo or Proctor. What do you think? Yeah, I don't know. Depending where Proctor goes, he could go late first or he might drop to the second day. He needs a little bit more polish. That's why if he plays, he's got to play inside next to Lane for a year and then go back out. So that's the plan. Manuel says Brown would be a bad number 3, actually. He's speedy enough, but his durability. Yeah, well, that's why these guys are available. Christian Kirk is injured all the time. Hollywood Brown can't stay healthy either. I would love a speed guy at number 3, like a Brandon Cooks, a Hollywood Brown, something of that nature I would like to have at that position. At least like you gotta sign somebody, I feel like, because you have no depth. I don't think the Eagles might draft a receiver this year. They might in the mid rounds, maybe maybe they draft a number 3 this year, put him up against Darius Cooper, and maybe they have a free agent come in. I don't know. They could do a couple different things. So we'll see how that goes. I would take a swing at Hollywood. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, someone said Deebo Samuel. Yeah, Leon says Deebo Samuel and free agency. Yeah, I don't know. Some Eagle fans say it's a really bad idea. Some Eagle fans say as a number 3, why not? He ain't gonna get paid that much. Number 2, he'd probably be productive as a number 3. He's another guy that can't stay healthy either. But you have to take a chance, I guess. Eagles said, I honestly think Alex Highsmith would fit better than Grenard, but I'm just not sure what Pittsburgh has him valued at. Yeah, I don't know. I've heard no news on him. Now, I'd love to see Johnny Wilson come back and dominate. Yeah, I mean, this would be his last year for me for him to do really much of anything, you know? What's going on? Yep. Yippa. Yo, real quick, what's going on, buddy? Say, what up, Joey? I'm so sick of these weird-ass AJ fans who think everybody is fake, that he's super happy to be here, but I'm just a terrible person for pointing it out. Also, Eagles will be fine if he goes. Yeah, I mean, look, if AJ Brown's gone, you're not going to be able to replace his production. It's not going to happen. If that's what you think it's going to happen, it's not going to happen. The Eagles are going to have to. Mannion is going to have to really. You know, you got two guys that want the ball. Now you have one guy that wants the ball, and you have others that will get the ball when given the opportunity. Okay, like everybody else in the league, you got that dominant number one, you'll have that capable number two, and you'll have a number three that's going to be involved when, you know, Hurts makes him a specific option in game. They'll have to go that direction. They'll have to go that direction. Now, who do you sign? I mean, I don't know. I mean, you better go sign one of these wide receivers, I guess. I don't know, because this draft isn't, you know, funny. Like one of the OJ, I forgot the guy's name that they brought in on the top. They've only had one top 30 visit so far. It's a wide receiver, a first round wide receiver, the kid from Indiana they brought in. You know, but there's a lot of different shapes and sizes of wide receivers. I think there's ceiling for eliteness for an elite guy. I don't think there's actually an elite guy in this draft. I think there's good receivers, but I think there's a lot of ceiling left to be elite. So I think there's a lot of guys that have, you know, I think more top ceiling type receivers of this draft. So we'll see. Well, Curtis Michael say, I don't see us drafting Proctor. He fit the old scheme. Freeling from Georgia and Miller from Clemson fit the scheme we're supposed to be switching to. Yeah, I mean, that probably makes sense too. Yeah. Well, I mean, they brought in Proctor for an interview. I mean, at the Combine. So not that I take the Combine interviews too seriously, but they brought him in. So, you know what I mean? But Get Your Bag says, enough with this AJ Brown shit. Let's let it be. He is either going to be here or not. Well, we could talk about it, bro. There's not. I don't get why people. I don't get why people are so against talking about stuff. Like, I don't get that. Me and Philly say the same shit. Like, oh, we're a waste of time. Don't talk about it. Blah blah blah. You know, it's just. There's nothing wrong to talk about it. Like, if people ask a question about it, I'm not going to be like, oh no, I'm not talking about it. So next question. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that to people. I mean, am I tired of it? Fuck yeah, I am. I'd be lying. I would be lying. Dude, I feel like part of the offense problem was everyone we were gonna try and get AJ the ball, and if they shut that down, then we were lost. Also, we won a Super Bowl before AJ. We'll win one after. Yeah, there will be fans before and after he leaves. There will be everything after he leaves. You know what I mean? He's here for one more year, regardless. You know, he's not here that much more long term. One after that Super Bowl was over, I said he's here 2 more years. That's it. We're done. Boom, finished. You know, Joey's not going to AJ Brown us. No, I'm not. At least I'm not going to do that. You know what I mean? I ain't going to do that. Like, if he leaves, I'm not going to be as upset. Like, I'm going to be more like disappointed. You know, in the situation where this didn't have to happen, there's going to be trust me, like there's going to be a big rant coming if he gets traded. Like when he gets traded, I don't give a fuck if it loses me subscribers, if people stop supporting me. Like I'm going to have my words about the situation on everything. And I hope more news comes about it if he gets traded. We'll see. Yo, Jason Pyro says, hey, Joey, how you feel about the kid from Auburn, Falk at edge? You think he falls out of the first round? I haven't looked at him. I'm just hitting on edge rushers now. If you know the membership videos and things like that, I'm going to have draft videos soon. I'm getting through this free agent process. And then after that, it's going to be hammering down on everything. There'll be so much to talk about regarding the draft. With specific positions. I've been going over safeties and tight ends pretty much as of right now. I'm kind of in the process of doing some other things too. So, Guy Master says, remember during the season, apparently Hurts and AJ went rogue. I'm curious if that was true since the play calling was lackluster. I don't know if it was true. I don't know if it was. That I couldn't even tell you. Michael Thomas says, well, Ojoma being in the same spot as Milton Williams, do you think they keep him or is he going to? No, he's gone. He's walking. You can't pay DTs. You're about to pay Jalen Carter really soon, whether it's now or by the end of the season and before he walks in the free agency. They're going to get a deal done regardless. So that's where I'm kind of at with it right now. The Shades, I heard Talib say the Broncos are going to make a big splash this offseason on the arena. There's speculation that Denver is in on AJ. Den has Benito on the trade block. Howie freed up money. Bro, if they got fucking Nick Benito, shit. You don't have to. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what that trade's going to look like, man, because I feel like you're not going to get a high pick with them, to be honest with you, because you're going to have a late first round pick. They have the 30th pick. So I forgot what they had. I can put up a picture of their draft picks. I'm trying to show. Let me actually do that. I want to show a picture of the draft picks for the Denver Broncos. Let me go find that really quick, really, really, really fast. I have it right here. Here it is. Okay. So, draft capital for the Broncos, they got a first, 30th overall. Obviously, we know why. Round 2, they have one pick. They have a third round pick. They have 2 fourth rounds, one from the Saints. Okay, one from the Saints. It must have been a trade or something like that for Devon Valet trade. They have 2 fourths. They have a fifth, and they have 3 sevens. They have 1 7. Technically, they got 2 comp picks coming to them for this draft for Javonte Williams and Riley Dixon. So those are their draft picks. Like, I feel like the Pats and the Denver are like 2 teams. So if the picks aren't good enough for Howie, what if they want to pick off a player from Denver this year, a defensive player that maybe they're not going to sign? I don't know. I mean, I would kind of like an offensive player if they could give it to us. I really wouldn't be it's kind of weird to me. I don't know. It's kind of weird to me. We'll see how it goes, but yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'll keep this up here just in case people want to look at it again later on. Well, it's really simple for me. If he wants to be here, then buy in and let's get it. If not, see you later. See you later, alligator. That's true. Okay, so if AJ is gone after June 1st, what are we going to do about the second wide receiver? Don't know. That's the big question. I don't know what they're going to do if AJ gets traded. I have no idea. I mean, look, if you trade AJ to the Broncos and I mean, what are you going to I mean, you're going to get another defensive player back? I mean, I'd be great, How old is Nick Benito anyway? How old is Nick Benito? I don't even fucking know. Nick Benito is 26. Oh, he's great age. He's a very fucking great age. Wow. 26 years old, Nick Benito is? That's pretty damn good. I thought he was a little bit older than that. I feel like every player in the league is old. I don't know why. I always get that thing. Seriously putting in work, my brain. What's going on, Nathan? How you doing, man? Dave said, everyone who get it before YouTube, smash the like button. Let's keep the likes up. Please help our brother. Yeah, I appreciate it, Dave. Yeah, there's 182 people in here. Subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't. Like up the stream. My voice is fucked today, so this is how I'm going to sound today, unfortunately. So definitely hit the like button because it helps out tremendously. Check out the memberships. We had like 20 members yesterday, so I appreciate it so much. More draft videos are popping out, reactions. There's going to be streams for the members. There's going to be a bunch of other stuff coming out soon. We got badges, stickers that members can only use in live chat. Definitely pick up a membership today. Any tier, whatever tier you want, just read it up, and we'll be in our thing. So I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. I think I'm losing my voice because of obviously the last couple of days haven't been good, but I think from streaming every day, it's been kind of, I think it's been a little nuts. But Billy says, what's up, Joey and Eagles Nation? What's going on, man? Do we do a solid trade for Jake Bobo for Seattle? He slipped under the radar because of JSN. Appreciate the like, Philly. Appreciate it, buddy. Rowan says Broncos do have that one guy, though, safety. Oh, the Hufanga kid. That would be an interesting one, too. Hufanga, how old? I want to check the ages of all these people. Hufanga had an ACL on the last year of his contract with the 49ers, and then he signed a deal with Denver. He's 26. Damn, dude. I mean, fuck, dude. Hey, when we were lifting a Lombardi in 24-25, who would have ever thought just a season later we'd be seriously considering getting rid of AJ? Time flies. It really does. It flies, and the unexpected fucking happens. You know? The unexpected shit happens like this. Kind of nuts. Dave said, I'm beyond tired of this AJ. It's overshadowing the scheme of the coming season. The run blocking scheme is going to matter a lot to get the team moving. You know, and it's almost like, if AJ wants the ball so bad, is this going to force, do you really want to force your OC to, get him more involved and kind of miss out on other plays that could be very successful because you feel like you got to force feed him and you have to keep him happy? If that's the case, I'm already done with him right now. I'm not done, but I'm just fucking leave, dude. And if not, play with us and be a team player. And if not, get the fuck out of here. That's kind of where I'm at right now. Because I'm fucking tired of it. Just tired of it, man. Christopher Michael says Havon gets hurt a lot. He was hurt a lot. And so, yeah, well, I saw that he had the ACL his last year when he was there. Tony Garza said when you have a JD to JC, guys like Ojomo can be replaced. Oh, yeah, 100%. They got to find, they got to draft another DT probably. Someone with good analytics and a good, that's athletic that they could produce for the next few years. Milton Williams was a big analytical signing. He was an analytical pick. He was top 5 in all the workouts and everything. I mean, Gannon and Nick were really happy about that signing, but I was and it worked out. It worked out. Ojomo was a 7th round pick. A 7th round pick. He was a 7th round pick. He was good against the run. He flashed with his pass rush, but I mean, look, man, it's just you're turning a 4th round pick and Milt or a 3rd. I forgot Milt was a 3rd or a 4th, but I mean, they're turning these DTs into really good rotational pieces. That Arnold Ikabidi. Did you hear the news on Arnold Ikabidi today? Well, my voice sounds like, oh God, my voice is horrible. I feel so bad. Jordan Davis called Ikabidi, okay? Ibakiti. Fuck it, I'm never gonna say this guy. I'm never gonna say this guy's name right. Called him 30 minutes before he signed and said that the Eagles defense is going to put in the work. Is going to put the work in. You know what I mean? So Jordan Davis is now recruiting people now to join this defensive line. How about that? The newly paid Jordan Davis is fucking recruiting players now. You gotta fucking love it, man. You really gotta love it. You really do. Trying to see what else is here. Not seeing much right now. So, okay. Let's see. If LB is out on AJ, so am I. Brunson's heated about it. I think everyone's just fucking tired of it, dude. I think every Eagle fan's just tired of it. It's at this point, you're dragging. I mean, it's already... It's almost the end of fucking March, and this shit isn't figured out yet. We don't even have an answer from AJ's camp. I mean, nothing. I mean, if he's quiet, then he wants this to continue. I mean, come on now. I mean, it's got to be the case. Yeah, Vanilla Gorilla, I don't know. That one, he needs more time. Another offseason program would be good for him, but he definitely needs more time, though. Birdsface said, that's wild. Did AJ know each other? Yeah. I've seen videos of them. Apparently, I don't know. I know he put out a post, I don't know, I think a week after, 2 weeks after the Super Bowl week, that he knows somebody. LB knows somebody that's close to AJ during Super Bowl week, and apparently he wanted out, or I don't know. I'm not going to quote unquote or stamp on anything. That's the video I've seen, and I don't know how true it is, or if it's just rumor, or Ebakati. It's hard, man. Hard. Pause. They said, hey, and I just want to say thank you to Darius. Darius Slay for an amazing career, one of my favorite Eagles of all time. Yeah, really, when we didn't have when we were missing on corners, and he really just solidified that position for us, and he was really the first piece to it all. Um, had a great career in Philly, and he did a great job with Quinyon Mitchell, taking him under his wing. As much as I didn't like his fucking podcast, other than that, he was a really good player for us and a good person too. Very entertaining every single offseason, every season. So well deserved. I hope he retires an Eagle because his statistics are just better than being in Detroit. So always an Eagle. That's for damn sure. That's for damn sure. All of our offseason plans have been on hold for well. I mean, the Goddard shit's done. I think that was a big one. I think Goddard was the one that was more on hold than anything else. So they got that done. Goddard was moving those void dates because he didn't want to play anywhere else. He didn't want to play for anybody. Louis, what up? What's going on? Slay reminded us what an all-pro cornerback was. Yeah, true. Would you try? What's up? Chop Sosa says, would you trade AJ to the Broncos for Sutton and a fourth? Sutton has been rumored. I think it's been third-party rumor though, so I don't know. It's tough for me because I feel like if you get rid of AJ Brown, you got to trade for a receiver from that team. Like you got to get somebody off of that roster. So I mean, if they were gonna let go of him, I don't even know if they even want to let go of him. That's really the thing. I haven't heard nothing about Sutton being on trade blocks. Doesn't mean anything. Usually, when you don't hear something, it means it's gonna happen. So you always got to keep your eyes and ears open for that. Philly says, I would love to have Slay as our DBs coach. Yeah, it'd be great. Oh, Dave, dude, happy birthday, man! Happy birthday, brother. Or says, LB said that AJ Brown was at a Super Bowl party saying that he wanted to be traded. I don't know. I don't know, bro. If that's the case, then I really don't know. I'm a little afraid here. Jack Dart says, who's ready for the Giants? Not me. Or you know what? I'm ready for them. I want to see what they do in the draft. I want to see what they do in the draft. They said Slade did say joking. Eagles are the only ones to make a call. Yeah. I think he was with that Rondo kid, the Commanders content creator. Says, do you really think Howie will get us the defense end in a trade before training camp? Get an edge rusher? Yeah. If he doesn't, we have a lot of fucking problems. Jay says, I love to follow you in Philly. I have been following you guys since the draft Bijan days. Oh shit. I mean, that wasn't too long ago. Well, yeah, we were all in on Bijan because we didn't think that we were going to get Jalen Carter, and we got Jalen Carter. Let's see. Dave says, "Yeah." Philly says, "I'm so sick of this AJ shit. It's like a migraine that never goes away." Oh, yeah, I know. Oh, Janky Rondo, that's his name. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking right now they signed an edge rusher. Grenard has got to be on the list. Because if not, then maybe AJ is involved in an edge rusher trade. Maybe they kill two birds with one stone. Get the trade done for AJ, get an edge rusher in the process, whether it's a Nick Bonito or something like that. The Rams are apparently out. They're not even in this thing anymore. So I don't know how it's going to go, to be honest. I really don't know. I wish I had the answer to that. But I do not. Unfortunately, I do not. So that's where I'm at right now with it. That's where I'm at. It is honestly, Bijan would have probably broke the record year one behind that. Yeah, probably. Yeah. I mean, no doubt. Or, yo, Brian Pumper, what's going on, man? So why are we sick of AJ? Anyone who watched last year knows he's declining. Should have offloaded him for a second and call it a day. Yeah, I mean, I think that's really still fucking questionable if he's actually declining. But whether is it declining or is he just fucking lazy or is he just not putting in effort? One or the other. So I don't think he's declining, but Josh Sweat, yeah, I don't know. He pretty much said he wanted to get traded. There hasn't been any rumors about teams even calling, so I don't know. It's going to cost the Eagles more than what it would cost for Grenard because he's coming off a 12-sack season. So I can't expect the Eagles are going to drop like a second round pick for him. I don't know what it's going to cost. I could be wrong. So these are the players be lurking on content creators channels to get a gauge on how the fans view them. I mean, I get this shit every fucking day. I mean, I don't even care. How about them Giants? And then you got Cowboy fans that just come in and talk about the differences in free agency. And I mean, we haven't played the regular season yet. I don't know. I'm not into all that fucking shit like everyone else is. I'm not into fighting back and forth with trolls over shit. I'm 34 years old. I've been on here for 10 years. I got no patience for it. So it is what it is. I would mind Sweaty back. Yeah. Or says he can't beat man coverage anymore. He had one of the worst years, and yeah, I mean that is true. I mean you're not wrong. I think he had he's top 3 in separation. So how much do you blame the playbook on that? I mean maybe a little bit, but I don't know. I would say that the play calling has a little bit of something to do with that, but at the same time, it depends what route they're running in. So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, for me, I don't think he's falling apart. I don't think he's not what he used to be. I don't know. I mean, he really probably was lazy on a lot of plays this year. So I could be wrong. I mean, I hope I'm fucking wrong, that it's just maybe he, had some control over what he was doing. Really does it. The drops didn't bother me as much as the lack of effort from AJ. You say you want the ball, then the lights are the brightest. But when the team depends on you, you give up on the play. He gave up on 3-4 fucking plays. One where he didn't put his hands all the way out. That slant pass that was fucking open. That slant pass was beautiful. And he fucking dropped that. The one on the right sideline, he fucking dropped that. Jack says, if you guys got Darnell Mooney, that would have been a nasty addition to the offense. I mean, we don't even use wide receiver 3, so I don't really even care about that position as much. I really don't. They have a guy in camp that's playing really good. Darnell Mooney went to the Giants because of Matt Nagy with his ties with Chicago. That's the only reason why he went there. Other than that, I don't think he would have went there at all. But I mean, Darnell Mooney, I'm not even upset that he's not with us. I don't really care, to be honest. So Oral says AJ has never had a big route tree. It's go route, slants, and curls. He's not. Well, no, he's not Smitty, but that's why he's a lot of these big receivers can't. Big receivers like DK and shit, they can't fucking do that. They don't really have a big route tree. I don't think DK has a big route tree. I really don't, because they use their body, they use their fucking size, and it limits them from other shit that they could do. So this isn't fucking Calvin Johnson. Even he only had a fucking few moves. So I don't even think that makes fucking sense with the route tree. That makes no fucking sense. Effort, sure. But I mean, you want to shit on AJ Brown, shit on him, but I'm not shitting on him. I'm not shitting on him that much like that. The Eagles are going to have to draft an all-ready wide receiver because Aaron Moorhead hasn't developed any receiver. He's fucking stealing. Yeah, I don't know. I thought he was a coach that should have left this year. Well, I really wasn't a big fan of him staying here, to be honest with you. Wasn't really a big fan. So, and Sirianni only kept 3 coaches here. He kept Jamal Singleton, the running back coach, which, I don't know. I don't know if he had control over who was going in for plays. I mean, the way they traded Tank Bigsby was fucking criminal this year. They kept Aaron Moorhead, and then they kept Michael Clay. That's what Sirianni did this offseason. He didn't do nothing else besides retain 3 coaches. Nothing else. Did nothing else. Darius Cooper will be a reliable 3-1 target. I hope so. The problem with Darius Cooper that I have right now is I haven't seen him against better talent yet. That's where I'm at with him. Like, I felt like his preseason was good. He didn't face the best talent, but I hope that he shows another shift. That's all. Dave says AJ was never as tired as the offense. We were probably more so. Not an excuse, but damn, if Nick didn't suck every last bit of the air out of that season. Well, he did. Yeah, I mean, he made it worse. I mean, there's nobody else. Just like in 23, there was nobody else to turn to play calling. And you had it. I mean, but Patullo, like it's almost like you can't even give Patullo all the blame because Nick hired a guy that was just incapable of calling plays. Well, we all know this. All right. So it's not even like Patullo's fault. He got the opportunity to take the job and he fucking took it. You know what I mean? And that's where we're kind of at. But Nick sitting on fucking 3-point leads, 21-point leads. How many games did we fucking choke that wild card game away on top of bad offensive play? Just horrific. Excuses, not taking accountability, never fucking ever taking accountability. That's the one thing I can't stand from a head coach. Like, AJ was like, oh yeah, the head coach takes the blame. He don't take the fucking blame. As soon as the season was over, then it was, we have to, then all the news fucking came out. Then it was, they had to change things, no. Yo, Jason Pyro, man, thank you so much for the super chat. First one of the day. So send AG to the Pats for the first and watch him fall out with them. We have Smitty to AJ, period. And by the way, I don't hate him, just done with it. No, I agree with it. No, if he thinks him and Drake May are gonna have some monster fucking I mean, these Patriot fans are just, as soon as we signed Jordan Davis. Oh, they got it. I mean, I've never seen a fucking fan base so, they get excited. They get so baited by everything that we do. We signed Davis to an extension. They got excited. Oh, that means they can't sign AJ Brown. They can't keep AJ Brown. They gotta, no. You know what I mean? It's just stupid. Just really dumb. But we'll see how it goes. I think AJ Brown, if he goes somewhere else, he's going to miss going to the fucking playoffs. Because let me tell you, you want those fucking personal stats, then fine. You know what I mean? I don't want to send him to the Patriots because that's where he wants to fucking go. And I don't want to send him there. Let's see. Jack says, and the captain, Dean of all people, defense played better with Dean. Yeah, but they drafted a linebacker in the first round last year, so I'm not worried about that. They're loaded at linebacker. They got Bond, they got Trotter Jr., and they got Jahad Campbell they just drafted in the first round. So Jahad Campbell lost snaps because Dean came back. So they had way too many linebackers. So Dean is it's a loss to a degree, but he got over fucking paid, $12.5 million. That's hurt. He's hurt every single year. Dean was never available. Nolan Smith is almost becoming that right now with the Eagles, where he's never fucking available. $12.5 million, no fucking thank you, So the Eagles definitely need to get a better pass catchable, durable running back in this year's draft because of the new West Coast style offensive pass catching he's used often. I love that. I mean, maybe we'll see a different shift with Will Shipley. I mean, I'm not really a big fan of him. I mean, I've seen him, I think we got a glimpse of him at the end of 24, catching out of the backfield. Him in open space is great. Him as a runner, man, he's just average at best. He's a north and south, he doesn't really have any tools in his toolbox. He's got no creativity with his feet. He doesn't really wow you with his feet as a running back. It doesn't really interest me too much, Or is it Drake almost won the MVP? We're not going to be delusional Cowboys fans over here going to keep it real. Oh, true. AJ spent all the time complaining about the offense. I want him then to trade him to the Dolphins, reunite him with Patullo. I would die laughing. That would be fucking awesome. That's what I want to do. I want to trade him to a shitty fucking team that has deep pockets. That's what I want. Nico says, "Good morning, Joey. Make it. It's 75 in Arizona. Coffee in his hand, but barely awake. Blessings. I appreciate it, Nico. Appreciate coming in. Coffee sounds good. I drink iced coffee all the time, or just I don't drink regular coffee, but iced coffees are my forte. My forte." Isaiah says Shipley speed runs out so fast. Yeah, I mean, I don't even care about that, but I thought as a receiving back when they actually threw the ball to him, he's actually not that bad. But you got to do shit the right way. Like when you start adding new shit to the offense, like you could tell when like the Eagles would try to add something new and it was just so pathetic that they would add something new and it just didn't look good or it never was a successful play. You could tell when things happen like that. You know what I mean? We got 232 in the chat. Subscribe to the channel, like up the stream. Just hit the like button. It helps out. Let's try to get 150 likes if we can in this stream today. The memberships, go check it out. We got more memberships coming, live streams. You got badges coming, stickers and all that great stuff. So definitely check out the memberships in the pinned comment, guys. Appreciate it. Recipe says Dean is in the hands that feel better than Campbell as a run stopper. Campbell's amazing coverage. I hope the development needs that 10 zone. I think it will. I'm not worried. Like, look, you can ask me right now, am I worried about linebacker? No, I'm not. I mean, look, he had the surgery on his shoulder. He was dealing with the shoulder all year last year. And as an off-ball linebacker, he's pretty fucking good. I think that's where Dean and him I think Schroeder is the closest one to Dean as a downhill linebacker. I think he's the closest one with that skill set there. So we'll see. I do not have any cough drops. I might. I don't know. I don't have a cough. I don't know. My throat's just really like raspy. I don't know. He said trade him to the Dolphins for Chop Robinson, a future first. Brian says, don't forget we have Johnny Wilson coming back. He had a great offseason, preseason before getting hurt. Him and Cooper at wide receiver 3. Yeah, I mean, as depth, like I don't think of him as a starting receiver. I don't. As a receiver for certain third downs, for blocking, for red zone, I think he'd be perfect. A nice red zone threat, almost at 6'7". I'd be really happy with that. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. But I mean, God, if we had the answer to this AJ situation, it would make things so much easier and more fluid for this offseason. Because all I'm worrying about now is he's going to leave and we're going to get fucked. We're going to get screwed. But it's, you're not going to be able to replace his production, unfortunately. I mean, you lose AJ, you cut your losses, you're going to be a weaker offense, but it doesn't mean that you're going to be a weak offense in the league this year. Okay? You're just going to be comparably weak from other years. That's it. As of going into this 2026 season, if the Eagles do trade AJ Brown, the Eagles are going to have to get a number 2 that's a little bit more than capable, that's above average capable, just a little bit. And we're going to have to go back to just having one number 1. I mean, I'm sorry, but this 1A, 1B, it's only going to be for so long. Okay, AJ Brown's here for one more fucking year. That's it. So if he comes back, if he sits out and doesn't want to play this year, all of that cap will go right into the Eagles cap space. All that money will be funded right back into the Eagles cap if he sits out. And if he plays well, we try to trade him next year. Maybe we will have, maybe you're not going to get a first-round pick for him next year. Probably not. I'll take a number 2 pick. I'll take a day 2 pick for him. A couple fucking, 2 second-rounders or something in 2 drafts. Because it might go down after another year once he hits 29 years old, whatever. Nate says, I'm an IG defender for sure, but the only thing I'll say is why I signed a 4-year if you hate Nick. The no change, run, pass, punt, 3 and out, finish off the last drops of faith and goodwill. Culture guy, but the thing is, he acts like he's the only player he's the only player that has been dealing with this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's just you don't see anyone else fucking trying to get a trade done. You know what I mean? Like, other players just went through the same season you fucking did. I mean, come on now. I don't know, dude. It's 30. You got paid 2 fucking contracts. You got 2 fucking contracts. You know what I mean? It's about stats and being the top receiver in the league and making all that fucking money. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I really don't know. Like, what else you're in the playoffs every fucking year, dude. Regardless of 2 bad years in Philadelphia, whatever, 23 and 25, whatever, dude, it happens. You got to the playoffs every fucking year. You've been to 2 Super Bowls. You won a Super Bowl that apparently really did. It only lasted 10 minutes of the feeling of it. You know, I don't know. I don't know. DCN says, I'm not even stressing it. We traded AJ to get better blocking tight ends. One more receiver, improve the O-line, run first. I'm excited to see what's ready to get a chance. Yeah, I think the entire offense is going to change if A.J. Brown is not here for the better. Distribution of the football will be better. They'll be involving more tight ends. They'll involve the fucking wide receiver 3 maybe. So it's going to look different. It's a weakness from what you had the last few years, but that weakness could turn into a fucking strength for the rest of your team. When you allocate the ball to other players and the scheme is better, I think it's going to look better. I think people are so tunnel vision that they're looking at it from like a standpoint of, we're losing AJ Brown, we're going to be bad this year. No, that's not the case. It's not the answer. There's a lot more moving parts to it than just losing fucking AJ Brown. And if he's mentally checked out, I mean, I'm waiting for a report that AJ wants to be here this year. I haven't heard it yet. I hear that, I will shut down. I will never talk about it again. But it just keeps fucking happening. Every year there's a fucking problem. Every year. You know, I get it. We had a problem. Fans are pissed off. I get it. I understand it. But to fucking be like, I'm out, I mean, fucking crazy. I can understand if we never been to the playoffs I can understand if we have never gotten this team to the playoffs. Like we're like the Browns every year. Then I understand. Then I will understand. I can't even imagine being a Brown. Like, imagine us covering the Brown. Imagine being a Browns fan and covering that team every year. God, I don't even know what to say about that. That's how he acts. Jewbuck says, yo, Joey, what's going on this beautiful Tuesday morning? Any moves from the Birds so far? Nothing yet. I mean, we're waiting. And I think the next, priority is going to be, the next priority for me is going to be edge rusher and getting that Grenard kid. I mean, that's going to be the next move, in my opinion. Sorry. Let's see. These says Dolphins have a high pick, trade for AJ for Chop at their second. Yeah, I mean, look, I get it. I mean, if they have no interest in him, they're rebuilding right now. So, I mean, teams like the Raiders and the Dolphins, like they're not going to pick up a 28, 29-year-old receiver. That's why there's no interest from those teams like that. You know what I mean? This is, I've been said AJ wants to leave, body language, everything. That's why when Nick went to his face, he broke character. And I think he was mentally gone at that point. I think after like that happened, I think he was mentally just done. And that's where these passes weren't caught. And when it was really up to him, I think everything kind of went down the drain from there. D-Rose says Jalen took less money and less stats of the team. Smitty took less money and stats of the team. Goddard took less money and stats of the team. AJ is the only one who doesn't understand the sacrifice. No. I agree with that, and you're right about all that. You know, it's just sucks, man. This really sucks that he's got to be like that, you know? DCS says trade him now while we still have a high value. No more crying about targets, just team focused on winning. Bring in a receiver who is a willing blocker and can catch the offense. Yeah, there was certain times where I thought AJ was fucking lazy on some of the blocks he made downfield, too. I remember one where I think Barkley ran to the left side. I forgot what game it was. You guys remember? Remember when Barkley ran to the left side? He did a spin move. Then he went upfield. AJ Brown was in front of him, and he like just walked. He was just like jogging. And then Barkley was like, block him. And he like got up to him really late and just did a weak ass shove. You know, like shit like that. You could just tell by it, you know? You could just fucking tell. He's just selling out for the West Coast, but bias going to be and finally better than whatever the hell last year. But I can't help the feeling it's a dated a little bit. Yeah, it might be. But let's see what it looks like with the talent you have here. Let's see what it looks like. You know, we'll see how it goes. We know it can't be any worse, like you said. You know what I mean? Travis says, how do you think Smitty will feel about trading AJ? Nothing. They just got to get the fuck over it. They just got to get over it. He said, Joey, the Browns ain't going nowhere since Jim Brown's running back days. Well, yeah, I mean, it's been fucking generations. Generation of time, unfortunately. So, and I think, now, I mean, that's what's looming over our heads right now, but it's like, it doesn't even, you know what I mean? So I'd rather like get this trade done as early as possible. This way we kind of already have an answer on, okay, so this is where we're at offensively, roster wise, for these roster decisions. And we won't have to deal with it anymore. But it's a little tough. It's a little tough. That's for sure. But we did find out, if anyone was here earlier today, we did find out that Calcaterra is only playing on $700,000 guaranteed, which means that he's barely even making money to even make the roster. So Calcaterra could be a huge cut candidate this year. You have no tight end extended past 26, which tells me they'll keep the Munt kid because he's good at blocking. They'll keep him on the 1-year deal because he's cheap and he can do all the dirty work. His route running is not too bad either. But he's a veteran, which is good and relatively healthy. But I think as of right now, tight end could definitely be big target. They need the next tight end of the future going into this draft. Dallas Goedert's got to pass the torch this year. So that's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm hoping for. Here. Rocky says, bro, has no reason to complain. 4,000-yard seasons in a row, and he wants to complain. Just trade his ass. I don't blame you for saying that. I don't. Maurice says, hey, Joey, I hate when people compare AJ to T.O. T.O. won a new contract, which you should have gotten after the Super Bowl. And plus, I think T.O. will love to be on this team. Different times, too. Way different times than it was. Really, there was a good player that was brought in. A good player that is bought in is better than a great player that's not. At least I know Darius Cooper would give 100%. Yeah, you would rather have like a practice squad player being at receiver right now because they'll give everything they got and they won't take the moment for fucking granted. And that's just the truth sometimes with some of these players, And to your point about us being in the playoffs every year, we are 13 removed for. Yeah, it's fucking nuts, dude. We were in the Super Bowl not too long ago. Not too long ago. This guy's acting like the Eagles are still in some fucking drought and never even sniffing a wild card game at this point. I mean, that's how sad it is, What's going on, Brooks? So what up? Hope everyone all having a good day. What's going on? Appreciate it, buddy. Jerry, what's up, man? What's a roster? It's a roster. He goes, we need AJ trade to stop the crap and get the team's mind on the draft, training camp, other game plans, and upcoming season. I know. Well, it's really AJ Brown and they need an edge rusher. Like those are the two that they really need to get. That's what the two they need to get done. I mean, besides AJ Brown, if it's going to happen, otherwise it'll be like one or two things they need to get done, which is edge rusher and wide receiver 3. That's kind of where we're at right now with it. You know what I mean? So I'm not happy about it. It's been a roller coaster of shit that's been going on. I wish like we get an answer on something. See here. See. Says the Eagles are ranked number 10 in Eric Edmonds' free agency power rankings. They've now lost valuable pieces. I don't give a fuck. I mean, dude, that's welcome to being a good NFL team that loses pieces and has to replenish those pieces every few years. That's the name of the game, bro. Like everybody else. Hate these reports are like the Eagles are the least team that gave guaranteed money to players in free agency. No shit. The Eagles didn't need much in free agency. Like just stupid, man. Just really dumb. Does I really want the Eagles to draft Eli Stokes from Vanderbilt? A vertical leap with every high and running 45 is pretty fast for a tight end. Good block as well. Yeah, I mean, look, what do you mean? He's a second day pick? He's like a third rounder. Plenty of tight ends in this draft. I like Michael Trigg from Baylor. I mean, the Matt Roush guy I really like a lot. The Delpit kid from Georgia. I think Delpit's perfect. If they can get him in the late second to like early third, I think he's a gem. You know what I mean? If they want to go in that direction, I think there's a lot of really good. I mean, this is if you want an offensive lineman, perfect draft. You want a tight end for the future, perfect fucking draft. I think their Eagles are set up perfectly for it, completely. Guys, I don't blame him if he wants out. The Eagles don't even use him. Barely had 1K yards. He is a 12 to 1,300 yard receiver if he actually had a QB. All right, Trevor. Okay, buddy. Nice troll job, but nice. Nice job, though. Nice job. If he had a better quarterback. Stupid. Idiot. Dumbass. Dumbass alert. Woo, woo. There you go. You got your attention for 2 seconds. There you go. Now is Jalen Waddle getting traded to the Broncos? Really? Huh. Well, I guess that's over with. If that's true. I don't see it yet. It didn't happen yet. Oh, I don't see that yet. Oh, there it is. I see it now. Yep. Dolphins are trading Jalen Waddle to the fucking Broncos. There you go. So I guess Aqib Talib was right. I guess he was right. But not for A.J. Brown, though. For Jalen Waddle. Jalen Waddle is now a Bronco. Yeah, I got it. It's up now. Jalen Waddle is officially a Denver Bronco. Broncos receive a first-round pick? What do you mean Broncos receive a first-round pick? Jalen Waddle's with Miami. You mean the Dolphins receive a first-round pick? Let's see what the compensation is. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it looks like the Dolphins actually had interest in Brown. I mean, that makes sense. And then they signed. Aqib Talib just put out the news that they were going to get an explosive player literally yesterday. And then today they trade for Jalen Waddle. Wow. What'd they give up for him? What did they give up? Gotta be I don't know. Yeah, I mean, there you go. AJ's going to cost a lot. That's all I'm going to say. If that's the case. Oh, a first, a third, and a fourth? Oh, shit. A first, a third, and a fucking fourth? Damn. Oh, it's a pick swap. First rounds and a third. All right, so they got pick swap and then a third and a fourth. Damn. They're pick swapping for Jalen Waddle? Really? Yeah, there it is. Denver receives Waddle and Dolphins' fourth-round pick, 11th in round in this year's draft. Miami receives Broncos' first-round pick, along with their third and fourth-round pick in this year's draft. No, wait a second. No, they gave away a first. There's no pick swap. They gave away a first, a third, and a fourth. All for 26? Bro. That's fucking crazy. I mean, oh man. Yo. Howie Roseman's like, thank you. I don't know, dude. I don't even know if they can fucking. I don't know if anyone's gonna give up more than this for AJ though. Like, who's gonna give up more than that? How much more are they gonna? Yikes, dude. A first round pick, third and a fourth. This all for this year. Not even a pick for not even one of these picks is for next year. Wow. Fucking wow, dude. Give me oh my God. The Eagles will land a haul if they trade AJ Brown. Jesus, dude. I'm asking for a first and 2 second-round picks, dude. I'm asking for a first and 2 second-round picks. At least that. You ain't getting 2 1s, but I'm asking for a first and 2. I'm asking for a first and 2 seconds. Give me a first and a second for next year and a second for this year. I don't even care. Just get the extra second-round pick for this year. I think that's perfect. That's fucking crazy, dude. That's crazy. What the fuck? Blast, the Broncos are pulling off a post-free agency blockbuster by trading for Dolphins star wide receiver Jalen Waddle. Per me and Tom Butler, premium draft pick compensation is headed to Miami. The two teams started talking last year at the trade deadline and kept working. Now, oh shit. So this was going on since last year at the trade deadline. I don't know. Like, they either going to get 2 first-round picks or a first and 2 seconds. That's it. That's what they need for him right now. That's what they got to get for him. Yeah. I mean, look, DJ Moore went for a second-round pick to the Bills. Now Waddle goes for a first, a third, and a fourth for 26, dude. Wow. Patriots, you're going to have to... Rock with a super chat. Thank you so much, man. It says Patriots giving us a haul now or no trade. Yeah. No, it's all. Yeah, I mean, regardless, I don't care, dude. I don't even at this point. It doesn't even matter, dude. Whether it's the Broncos or whether it was the Broncos or the Patriots. I mean, we're not fucking we're not fucking idiots. So we know that both of these teams have no value with their first round picks. I mean, we already know this. I think we could count. So. Told you guys just the negotiations don't happen in week 1. Jason, Joey, sorry. Appreciate that super chat, by the way, Rocky. Joey, sorry, man. He said, sorry, man. Have to go. Long treatment time. I'll see you on the next one. Keep doing what you're doing for all of us. For you rock. All right, Jason, dude. Hopefully everything goes all right, man. Good luck with everything, man. I'll see you next time. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be a first and 2 seconds. A first and 2 second-round picks. I mean, you got to charge that. I mean, now you got to charge that. I mean, whether it's 2 first or a first and 2 seconds, give me the second round pick for this year, and then give me the second round pick for this year, and give me the first and second for 27. That's it. And it's got to be with the Patriots now. I mean, the Rams are out. Denver, I guess Aqib Talib was right. I guess he was right because, yeah, it was literally right here. He said, Aqib Talib predicts the Broncos will have a new explosive player on offense. You just remember I told you that. When it breaks, remember, Lib said that. And he was right. But we didn't know who it was for. It's right. It's correct. It's right. Aqib Talib was fucking right. He was fucking right. And now Denver has a receiver now. Wow. Okay. Oh, sorry. I meant to show this. Yeah. So yeah, this was
Broncos.
Yeah. This was the podcast. Yeah, Akeem Talib predicts Broncos will have new explosive player on offense. Just remember, I told you that. When it breaks, remember, Lib said that. So one of these people at the podcast were like, "Oh, you mean AJ Brown?" And he said, and he didn't really answer. So he obviously had some inside information on the Broncos, what was going on, and
And then I think
yeah, I guess it was true. It was true the whole time that they were going after somebody. A first, a third, and a fourth round pick. Holy shit. Wow. It's a fourth round pick swap. So they got a so they swapped fourth round picks. They swapped fourth round picks. So technically, Denver only gave up a first and a third. That's it. They're fucked. Everybody's fucked. Everybody is screwed right now. Let's see. It's pick 30, so it's pretty much a second. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I get it. I get it. Rare said, didn't Wild just say he'd beat Pat Surtain in a fight like 2 days ago, and now they're teammates? Man, the wide receivers that are still in free agency don't move the needle at all. Well, just that's crazy for a number 2 receiver. Waddle is not a one. He's always hurt, little guy. Good piece for Denver. Reeves says it was too easy to move on from Waddle. The cap hit was like $11 million. You think so? You think they are? I mean, I don't know how much longer they're going to fucking wait. Because, I mean, come on now. You know what I mean? How much longer are they going to fucking wait? Better hurry it up. Okay. Let's see. Late first and a third is peanuts for Waddle. Fuck are the Pats waiting for? I don't know. But something's got to give here. I mean, that we might not even trade him, guys. I mean, it's just. Oh, I missed a super chat. I'm sorry. If it's a blue super chat, it probably didn't notify me. Usually, yeah, it never notifies. Every time there's a blue super chat, it never notifies me. I don't know why. Sorry, Rocky. Is Patriots giving us a haul now, or no? I read this. I already read this one. Patriots are giving us a haul now, or no trade. Yeah. No, I mean, they got to give us something better than that. A first and a second rounder. I mean, a first and a second rounder, or a first and 2 seconds. I mean, that's where I'm kind of at right now. Because that first round pick has no value, I want to charge them another second rounder. That's where I'm kind of at. We got 284 in the chat right now. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. Liked up the stream. I want to try to get 200 likes if we can. Check out the memberships for all the new membership content, gift members. We got all draft stuff. We're going to have new stickers, new badges, everything soon. A lot of other stuff coming. So definitely check out the memberships in the pinned comment. And it looks like Waddle has just been traded to the Denver Broncos for a late first, a third, and a fourth for this year. Well, Denver gave up a pick swap for a fourth rounder. So technically it was just for a late first and a third round pick for 26 for Jalen Waddle. So, yes, sirree. Oh, did you see that? It showed that? It's a simulator game I had to go get quick because it was on my list of things to do today. I didn't know. I thought that didn't show on the screen, but I guess it did. It's just a game I've been wanting to get. That's coming out today. So they're going to wait till June 1st unless somebody knocks your socks off. I mean, we're hoping that another team gets involved. We're hoping that some other team that's bad with deep pockets comes right in. That's what we're really hoping. That's what we're hoping for right now. That's what we're hoping. I don't know if it's going to happen, but we'll see. It says no, he's not. The Mongolian dude, funny as hell. Let's see. Sean Glenn says, "Let's go, Howie. Cooking time is from now till June." Mark said the Broncos overpaid for Jaden Water. The Broncos are going to be a first and a second. He a bona fide number one receiver. All these guys are number twos. Didn't you just say he was a bad receiver? did you just tell me earlier in the chat that he wasn't? I would say a 1 and a 2. I would say a 1 and a 2. That's just me. A 1 and a 2, or because it's a late first, I'd say a 1 and 2 twos. One or the other. I'd go either or. Reeve said the Eagles were never going to trade AJ this year. 27 is a different story. Well, yeah, I mean, this year, no. I mean, after we won the Super Bowl, I said he was going to be here for at least 2 years. I mean, the plan was him for being here for 2 years. The RG says AJ will be an Eagle until at least the deadline. Patriots aren't going to pony up those picks. They've been cheap for weeks now. Yeah. We're just hoping we know that the Rams are out, and now we actually know that the Broncos were right. It was true. It was fucking true the other day. Aqib Talib went on a podcast and pretty much said he predicted the Broncos will have a new explosive player on offense. Just remember, I told you that. When it breaks, remember, Lib said that. He said that yesterday. And guess what? A move happened. So it is true that the Dolphins actually had fucking interest. It's actually true now. Wow. Well, I mean, at least we know it wasn't bullshit. So that shows us a lot. Pick 31, pick 63, the player of choice at first at a 26th third. Or a 27th first and a 26th third. First and a second. It's got to be a first and a second, dude. I'm not taking a third round pick. Air Joseph trading AJ this year makes no sense. Tell the Patriots to move on. I know. Well, tell me about it. I don't want him to go anywhere. Alvarez AJ is going anywhere even after June 1st. The asking price is still at least a first and a third right now. It's a 1 and 2 and a 3. Yeah, it's gonna be higher than a 1 and a 3. A 1 and a 2. So AJ will get you a late first and a second. That's fine. That's what they got to do. But I don't want the first round pick for this year, though. I want the first round pick for next year. That's what I want, because I think the Patriots are definitely going to take a step back this year. They got a tougher schedule, and I think that's something to go off of, you know. We trade AJ, the offense is cooked. I don't think it's cooked at all, to be honest. I don't think you're going to get the same production. You got to stop with the tunnel vision. You guys are looking at it as like, you lose AJ, the offense is horrible. It's not going to be horrible because they're going to sign somebody else. And guess what? The distribution for this scheme is going to be way better because we're going to get wide receiver threes more involved. We're going to get 2 tight ends more involved in this scheme. It won't be about one fucking player anymore. So yeah, I don't look at it as like, is it a weakness from the Eagles' perspective the last few years? Of course it is. You lose the production, A.J. Brown, but there's so many more connecting parts to it, especially when you have a new scheme under Sean Mannion. It's going to be way different. You know, it's just what it is, man. Like, a lot of teams don't have a 1A, 1B like the Eagles do. So it is what it is. We're going to have to be more creative with our play calling and not being so dependent on one guy or dependent on making sure that somebody is we have to focus on this new coordinator is going to have to focus on keeping this fucking guy happy all year. You know what I mean? Joey, they don't know that shush. I'll keep it a secret. AJ, Bitter says JJ Brown better strap his Eagles cleats to get ready for the 26th season. I don't see any team. I don't see any team giving this up. I don't see it. He says, dude, big fan, but I was playing MLB The Show and had a teammate with last name Prescott, and dude went 0 for 5. That sounds interesting. What's going on? Addison Hoover 5269, member for 8 months. Camp Shakes tier. Thank you so much for the support, man. Say, hey, news on the Birds. I'm hating the football game. Nah, nothing. I mean, really, Waddle just got traded to the Broncos, but the Broncos said yesterday, or Keep Talib said yesterday, that they were making a move at wide receiver. I thought it would have been the Philadelphia Eagles. So all the rumors about the Broncos having interest in a wide receiver has been true, but no moves from the Eagles as of yet. No. We got Duncan Wright, member for 16 months. Camp Shakes tier. Thank you so much, man. So should we trade AJ Brown to Washington for a first bit? No. No, inside the division, you never do that. It's the biggest mistake you make. News to Joey, what's our schedule look like for this year? Please say we ain't got away games crap like they handled us this year. Well, I hope not. We don't have the schedule. We have the opponents, but we don't have the actual schedule yet, week to week. The only thing I care for is, like, you have some weeks where it's not home, away, home, away, home, away, and you have some games that are not. I don't want any games on holidays. That's what I can't fucking stand. Reeve said, who remembers when we had one dominant wide receiver or no dominant receivers at all? We lose a lot if we let AJ. Yeah, I know we do. I know we do. But we're going to have to be more creative, and that's fine because that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to include more tight ends. We're going to include wide receiver 3. They're going to get Jalen Hurts to get every bit of skill set out of every player in this offense. Everybody will be fully involved. It won't be based off of one guy anymore, okay, that you have to give the ball every single week. Of course, from a standpoint of what A.J. Brown brings to the team, it's a loss. And I get that, but does it make us weaker? No. I mean, we don't know what this offense is going to look like with more offensive weapons and more players that are here. All that talent that AJ has, if he has a shit fucking attitude, it doesn't even matter. The talent means nothing if he doesn't want to be here. And that's just the truth. People got to stop with the tunnel vision looking at it that way. Chris with Super Chat, thank you so much, buddy. He says, you got to remember, T.O. basically cooked the golden era of Andy Reid, basically because we held on to a 1 year too long. I hope history doesn't repeat. I hope not either. That's all I got to say, bro. I hope there's not a big mistake right now with this, because if they get rid of AJ, you better hope that whatever it's such a big fucking gamble. This whole thing is such a big gamble right now, because it's not like we're coming off a good season with a good coordinator and AJ just wants out of here. You know what I mean? Like, you got, like, if you get rid of AJ and you're doing all these changes and you have a new system in place for this offense and it doesn't work out, I'm willing to give this everything we've got. I'm willing to give this everything. Like, I'm willing to let this work, and hopefully it does work, Appreciate the super chat, man. DRZ said offense becomes better if you get rid of AJ. Like, I feel like there's a case for that. Like, a lot of people are not going to think that, because either, I don't know, that's what I'll probably be against people on, because people have such tunnel vision just looking at the talent. You get rid of it, and now your offense is shit now. That's not the case. There's a lot more connectivity to that. Robert says, we saw the offense with just Devontae. That's the whole reason we got AJ. Yeah, but it was a different time, dude. We didn't have Barkley. We had a good offensive line, but we had Quez Watkins. I mean, they're going to do way better than that, dude. You can't compare that time to now. Fucking two different times. DRZ said, people who think AJ still elevates his team must have missed the Bucs game last season, or missed the whole year last year. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like, there's going to be a lot of, like, when he gets traded, like, the people that thought he was going to be here are going to be so pissed off over it. And then they're going to give up on the season. That's what those people are going to do. Unless I'm wrong. Because, like I said, it might not happen, but we have no answers on AJ's mind, his thought process, and like what the plan is. Is he willing to return? Is he going to return and follow the rules? Is he going to embrace the changes? I mean, I have no idea. I have no fucking clue. Ron says Miami will have 4 third-round picks. We can definitely see them trade a first, a third. Well, no, they're not. They're not getting rid of Waddle to trade for another 28, 29-year-old receiver. That's not going to happen. They're rebuilding. Teams like Miami, and the Raiders, they are rebuilding from the ground up. They do not want to sign a 28, 29-year-old receiver. It makes no sense. In that regard, it makes no fucking sense. You know? You just said, what up, Joey? Let Howie, Jeffy do they magic. Sign somebody in free agency. Hurt, step is Gabe 26. That's it. And look, you want to get a solid number 2 in this draft. You have size in this draft. You have speed in this draft. There's a lot of things you could do. Is it a lot of pressure to put on a guy in his first year? Yeah, I mean, sometimes throwing a guy in the fire is a good thing. So you want to get enough picks to where you can draft one of these receivers in this draft this year. So it's possible. It's not impossible at all, you know? Let's see. Matt says, AJ doesn't fit our system. Most teams aren't very successful with 2 wide receiver ones. Look at the Dolphins. Look at the Bengals. Yeah, we won in 25, but that's an outlier. Most teams who win the Super Bowl have 1 wide. Yeah, well, that's true. These tandems don't exist at all. And there's reasons why they don't exist, because you're going to have a fucking player like this that is not a homegrown talent. AJ Brown's a Nick Saban player. Sorry. Devontae Smith is a Nick Saban player. Hurts is a Nick Saban player. Guys that come from that tree of Alabama, they don't fucking act like this. They don't. None of them do. You know? Even to Joey, I'm concerned about AJ is going to be the same AJ from last season, or he's going to ball out. I don't know. Me neither. Because I'm telling you right now, if like the Eagles let him back on this team and he does this shit again, trade his ass by the trade deadline. Trade him. Put him on the block during the fucking season. Because that's just gonna just that amount of attention is gonna piss me the fuck off. Just the first chance they fucking get. The Eagles are not gonna deal with that. So they're gonna know the answer on what they're doing with what the answer is gonna be. I don't know, but. Who even knows what's going on behind closed doors? Maybe nothing has been said on AJ's side because he's working with Mannion. We don't. But if there's no report that he's staying, I have to think that this trade is still being fucking pushed. There's been nothing out. Nothing. There's not one bit of news the Eagles have wanted to put out to these beat writers just to kind of put it out there. There's been not one little thing that's happened yet. And it's a problem. It's a big problem right now. I just hate fucking waiting for this shit. Enough's enough with it. Fans will give up because they think championship or nothing. No, I mean, look, if it takes us another couple years, if it takes us till next year to get to a Super Bowl, then it is what it is. Like, we have to pivot ourselves. Like, it happens. Shit happens. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, fucking, I'm not, you know what I mean? They just got to look better than last year, and I'm fucking happy. I mean, that's it. We're 13 months out of a fucking Super Bowl, pretty much. I mean, it wasn't that long ago. I mean, it's not like we're still in a drought. We just won. You know what I mean? I want to win every year, but it's not easy to do that. You got to be realistic with yourselves, too. You know? We got Brian Pumper, the Super, says, brother, these Patriots fans coping, like talking about we rather have the younger receiver Waddle a year younger and more injured. Yeah, they cooked first and second. Yeah, that's what it's going to cost. They got Romeo Doubs at $20 million a year. I mean, that's not going to be enough for them. They need more than that. Way more than that. We got 321 in the chat, by the way. We're talking AJ Brown. Wild just got traded to Denver. Subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't. Definitely like the video. Just hit the like button. It helps out tremendously. Check the memberships for draft content. New badges and stickers coming soon. Members only live streams. I got a bunch of stuff planned for the memberships. Definitely go get a membership in the live pinned comment. Appreciate it so much, guys. Appreciate the super chat, by the way. AJ will have another 1K season. Hopefully we have a good play calling this year. I mean, that's what it comes down to. The other season, Juwan Jennings was solid outside of injuries last season. Yeah, solid receiver. But apparently the news is coming out. He wants like $20 plus million. I don't know. I mean, usually number 2 receivers, they should be getting around that. I mean, Romeo Doubs is getting that, but Romeo wasn't hurt last year. He had a little over 700 yards in production, but that was it. So Who says Super Bowl is really hard? Brady just made it look easy, but it's really hard. Yeah, I mean, he's taking pay cuts every single year. Our quarterback is taking pay cuts. Devontae Smith taking pay cuts. Dallas Goedert taking pay cuts to fucking feed the rest of the team, to feed everyone else's fucking financial, just to feed everybody financially. Look what everyone's done to help AJ Brown in this situation. Watch this AJ BS is worse than TO. Unbelievable. Media is insane. I want to hear AJ. Well, that's the problem. The problem is if media was around, if social media was around when TO was playing for us, it would be a different fucking story. You say that now, but it was a way different story. So different story. Chris Scott said we could absolutely win the Super Bowl this season, even if we trade AJ, draft Jay Tyson first round, and we're golden. He's Puka 2.0. Yeah. Like I said, like the only problem in drafting a receiver this year, if AJ gets traded and they draft a receiver this year, the only problem I have is that it's a lot of pressure on a guy. A lot of pressure. So they would have to go get somebody in the draft that is like tougher than nails to walk into this season as the number 2 to Devontae Smith and fucking ball out. It's a lot of pressure for a rookie to come right in. He's going to have to get thrown into the fire and get pushed to the max. So the Eagles have these meetings with these players, even at the combine, and they get to see like, a lot of these guys and their personalities and, how they look at the game. And if they have to come in and play, like how would they feel about that? You know what I mean? So that's the only problem I have with drafting somebody, which I think they're going to have to at this point, if this trade goes down. Maurice Steele with the super chat, thank you so much, says that's why when Jalen Hurts came to recruit A.J. Brown to Alabama, A.J. decided to go to Ole Miss because he knows him and Nick Saban would not get along. That I don't know about because I don't know too much about that situation, but, I heard about him trying to recruit him there. But I appreciate that super chat, by the way. It means a lot. Chris says A.J. needs to speak. It ain't going to happen. If you're looking for him to speak, it ain't happening. It's not happening. I tell you that. It is not going to fucking happen. Not for a while. Not till training camp if he's still here. Or unless he's on another team. You know what I mean? Unless he's not, he's going to get interviewed at some point. If he signs somewhere else and he gets interviewed, we'll find out more. Matt says, we can't play Jalen Carter, Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, and A.J. Brown out of those players. Who would the guys get rid of to pay the rest? What do you mean? We can't pay Jalen Carter, Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, and A.J. Brown? Yeah, we can. We can pay them. We don't have to pay Quinyon Mitchell yet. DeJean is more of a next year type money. They can afford them right now. A.J. Brown was not supposed to go anywhere. Like it wasn't supposed to happen. So the news on the remember we were talking about A.J. Brown. If Goddard signs and A.J. would walk, if they let Goddard walk, then A.J. would have to stay. I think that was all bullshit now. So now we know that's bullshit. Because I think they would have pulled off some trade by now after trading Dallas Goedert. It probably would have already been done, but it's not done. So I think that was all bullshit. Watts says two was in his driveway doing push-ups, sit-ups, 100 outside. Yeah. Imagine. Goddard needs to retire an Eagle. If I were him, I would take in the 20.1 and sign for another team. Let's say 10 million, make 30 one season, but he not only said no the void year, but at 7. Well, no, that's fine. I mean, he's going to retire an Eagle. He'll probably just play one more year with the Eagles and probably go somewhere else, and that's it. But you know what I mean? That already shows us now. I mean, look what Calcaterra is only getting paid $700,000 for this year, which means he's a big cut candidate. So they're bringing him in to see what he could do. And it looks like another tight end, a tight end of the future is going to get drafted. An offensive lineman for Lane Johnson's replacement is going to get drafted. The next 2 years, you have to draft Lane Johnson's replacement and Dickerson's replacement. You know what I mean? So you're going to have to do it twice. You know, unless they draft 2 linemen, then we'll see what happens. But they said Brady took pay cuts every time for the Pats. Keep up great work, Joey. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Appreciate David. Chris, I don't want to lose AJ, but if we have to, then we have to. It's what's necessary for the Philadelphia Eagles to win a Super Bowl this season. And for the future of this team not being all fucked up. And then the roster starts to turn on AJ. I mean, who knows? The roster hasn't done that yet, but who knows? He starts this shit again. I mean, I don't know. Anything can happen. You know? You know what I mean? AJ Brown's price just went up after the Waddle trade. Yeah, for some, yeah, it pretty much did. I mean, regardless if they traded, unless Denver traded, Miami got it first. Miami got the what's it called? They got a first round, a late first rounder. Regardless, I mean, a first and a third, and you swap fourth round picks. I mean, still, it's going to be you need a first and a second. I mean, that's what it's going to cost. We have $40 million in cap space right now. That's what we have right now. So we got money. We got moolah. Michael always says, "What do you think of the Waddle to Denver?" I mean, it's a good trade for Denver. That's a step up than what they needed. They get some speed I would say a number 2. I don't think he's a number 1. He's got some injuries under his belt, but it's a good signing for Denver to compete for a championship. That quarterback's got to stay healthy, and I think they'll be fine. So, Rogers, Dallas was a smart move. A retired Eagle. Why take $14 million on bottom 5 team? Yeah, $40 million bucks. Zamiza says, imagine if alternative timeline in which we don't trade for AJ Brown in the draft at 22 and we get Treylon Burks instead. What a change of direction this organization would have been in. Yeah. I mean, you trade for a receiver that's yeah. I mean, that would have been really bad. That would have been really, really bad, really bad. I mean, Treylon Burks was AJ Brown's replacement. Obviously didn't work out. Now he's a Washington Commander on a 1-year deal for $4 million. Why they resigned him, I don't fucking know. But he had one good play this year. He had a one-handed catch for a touchdown, I think, and that was it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck Washington's doing these days. I guess there's no way I would pay Juwan Jennings $20 million a year, even if AJ. No, I wouldn't either. Leave. I get. He had 15 touchdowns, but come on, yeah, a lot of production. I mean, a lot of fucking production. Jennings had a lot of production, but the injuries are kind of for $20 million. I don't know. I don't know if that's the right price for me. But the Eagles aren't really jumping on that. Oh, yeah, Waddle and Sutton's a good pair. Mm-hmm. Agreed. Rolfilio said, Joey, I don't get how the price went up. Well, they got basically a second, fourth, and a fifth. Denver got Miami's high fourth. AJ Price has been higher than that. That's why he's still here. Yeah, no, I get it. It's technically a second rounder, but I mean, realistically, I mean, I don't think the price is still a first and a third. I think it's a first and a second. So I think it's still the price is still up regardless. So this just guarantees that we're going to get something higher than a third round pick compared to the first round that we'll get. You're getting a first rounder, but I think you're not getting a third. I think you're getting a second. I think you're right there. You know? KZ with the super chat says, let's sign as many valuable players we can on the O-line and edge with a huge back-end contract. Sign a good safety with the Super Bowl, then blow it all up. Yeah, well, no. I mean, to blow it all up, no. I mean, you could be aggressive right now if you want, but I wouldn't even get to that point. But I mean, adding more to the defense isn't going to fix anything. It's not. I mean, we need to trade for an edge rusher. So Grenard from Minnesota, at some point it's going to happen. When, I don't know, but I know the Patriots have interest in Grenard. I swear to fucking God, dude, the Patriots, not only they signed another receiver in Romeo Doubs, like, okay, so you sign another receiver, they go after something that we're trying to go after. Like, fuck them. You know what I mean? So I don't think they blow it all up after this year for what? I mean, sign a good safety. There's nobody to fucking sign. There's nobody out there. You Reed Blankenship left for $8.5 million. Okay, Brisker signed with the Steelers at a discount probably for $5.5. They just missed out. Miami just signed a safety the other day for like, I don't know. They signed another vet safety. I mean, I don't know. It's weird. I mean, it's not weird. I feel like tight end, offensive line, tight end, safety, offensive line. Those are the three positions they're going to draft. I mean, that's what it's looking at right now. With this AJ Brown shit looming over our heads with no fucking answers, that's where things are getting a little confusing now. So, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Appreciate that super chat, by the way. So, yeah, what does it mean? No idea. I guess we'll find out. I guess we'll find out. I guess the rumors were true, guys. I guess they were true because Aqib Talib, we heard from Brian Baldy. We heard from Brian Baldy. I can't talk today. That the Denver was interested in a wide receiver and potentially AJ Brown. And then Aqib Talib was on a podcast the other day and pretty much was like, yeah, the Broncos will have a new explosive player on offense. Just remember, I told you that when it breaks, remember, Lib said that. He said that yesterday, and they just signed a receiver today. They just traded for one today. So, truth is in the pudding. It's in the pudding. It's all there. It's all there. So, Waddle, Miami's fourth round, the Broncos first rounder plus a third and a fourth. Yeah, all right. You swapped fourths. You got technically a second, but it's a late first, and they got a third round pick. There you go. I don't care what Rossini has to say. I don't care what she said. But they were interested in getting a receiver. That was true. Even if it wasn't AJ or Brian Baldy said they had interest in AJ. They probably backed out because it was too much. Because of that first round pick being late, you have the 30. I mean, that pick is pretty much you're already on the second day of the draft. I mean, the first round talent might not be completely out of the door at 30. I mean, once you get in the high 20s, you're pretty much into the second day of the draft. That's how I think of it. The Eagles are on the brink of that at 23. So yeah, dude. It's got to be a first and a second. I mean, it's got to be a first and a It's got to be. This account fucking every day. This guy tweets probably 18 fucking posts on AJ Brown like every fucking day. It's like there's nothing going on. This guy is just keep posting dumb shit. But ultimately, a good move for Denver. They get significantly better for wide receiver for a fairly steep price. All eyes on the Patriots and what they're willing to pay for AJ Brown. Yeah. You ain't getting him for nothing, bro. Like, you Pat fans need to fucking chill out. Like, don't waste our fucking time. Don't waste our fucking time. Real Rich Joe, if it was up to you, would you have signed Reed again? I mean, I would have signed if they had a backup plan for Brisker. I probably would have signed him, but apparently it's a hometown discount. Apparently, Brisker went there for less money at 5.5. I mean, I thought Reed was going to get at least like 9.5, 9.5 to 12, but he got 8.5. I mean, it's outside the top 20 in safeties. It was affordable, definitely, but I still think it is an overpay because I think Reed is worth a lot less than that. He's more of a system safety that gets you a couple picks a year. I mean, that's really it. All right, he's added into a good defense he's a scheme fit type safety. He doesn't change the defense. He doesn't have that much value. So damn. Crazy shit, bro. I'm good. I'm good, dude. I thought I was gonna have a relaxing stream today, but I guess not. I guess it didn't come to that today. So I know we don't draft safeties in the first round, but that boy from Oregon, McNeil from Toledo, can't miss picks, would solidify the defense, especially now with the Woolen pick. I mean, why not? Why the fuck not? I would do it. Those two are on my radar immediately in the first round. That board falls and one of them is still there at 23, or they move up trade up a pick or two. I mean, whatever. I'd probably do it. God says, if we trade Brown to the Pats, I definitely want their 27 first. Yes, and I'll take a 26 second. Yes, Gage, that's what I'm thinking right now. A first for 27. Do not give me the first for 26 because it's nothing. It might have value for the Eagles. Unless the Eagles feel like that 26 first, they need it for this year because they got to draft a tight end or they have to draft an offensive lineman, like boom, like that. I really want a first round pick for 27. I want to load up to have 2 first round picks for 27 because by that time, you're going to need a wide receiver. You're probably going to have to draft a wide receiver next year. and you need those picks to move up or whatever, depending on what it is, because there's more value in that 27 first for the Patriots than it would be for Denver if that was the case, if they actually trade for A.J. Brown, because I think that the Patriots will be a step backwards with a tougher schedule next year. They had an easy road this year. They barely beat two teams over 500. So I guess it makes sense, you know? Right. So yeah, Brisker was always going to go to Pittsburgh. The draft is loaded. Yeah, it's not even. They're skipping on. They're signing Goddard for 1 year. Okay, it's not even a 2 year. All that void fucking pushed 2 times for a 1 year deal. So that's telling me with Calcaterra making $700,000 this year guaranteed, that price. He is not. He is a huge cut candidate, which means that safety is on the board this year, and tight end is definitely for the draft this year as well. 100%. 100%. That's honestly, I want Kendrick Falk first round. Look, I don't know what they're going to do. This is when will this H.E. Brown stuff over? I want it over right now. Joe says, who cares what anyone on WIP says? Trigger says, Broncos can still try to get AJ 27 for. No, it's not going to happen now. Shit's done with. They got three pretty good receivers now. So with Sutton there as well. Yeah. Yeah, Denver's obviously, I think Denver had interest and they backed out. I think Denver peaked in early in the offseason for AJ because they were mentioned pretty early. I think they peaked in and they peaked out. They were like, they went in, they made the phone call. They said, nah, I don't think so. We're going to wait a little bit longer. And Waddle has been on their radar since the trade deadline last year. Waddle has been on the trade deadline for the Broncos, been on their radar for a while. So RCR says a first 26, second, third, and a 6 for AJ. No, that's too. Wait, a 27 first, a 26 second, and a third for a third and a 6th. I mean, I wouldn't mind that. I'd be fine. As long as I get the first and the second, I don't care. As long as we get the first for 27 and we have a day 2 second round pick this year, I am fine with it. I have no fucking issue with it. No issue, my friend. No issue. So I feel pretty good. Yeah, making sure that's done, so I don't have to wait for that later. Let's see. Antonio says, I can't wait for the draft. Sorry, Gage said, I can't wait for the draft. I'm curious to see who falls and lands in our laps again. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Gage, we'll see what happens. It's a lot, and Howie loves to maneuver in the draft so much, especially in the mid rounds. It's always fucking just entertaining with Howie Roseman. Antonio says, dumb Patriots fans can't whine and say Eagles asking too much. Not anymore. I don't even care if this first round pick from Miami is a late. I don't even care if the Denver first rounder is late. I don't even fucking care, dude. This is the same. You got to give us a second round pick. You got to give us a second round pick on top of that first, and the deal is fucking done. Second round pick for 26, first round pick for 27. We got 2 first rounders for 27, plus a second, plus 2/3 for Jalen Phillips for that third round compensatory, and whatever else we get, which looks like maybe a couple 6 rounders or something. So we're gonna be fucking loaded for 27 if this goes down. Watson Smith probably gone top 5 from Ohio State. A kid from Auburn as the second best wide receiver coming. Yeah, so, I mean, if AJ is gone, they need to get something. They need to get a pick for this year to go grab a wide receiver. And it doesn't have to be the first round, but they got to grab. I mean, having the 5th-year option would be nice, but I would say that they need to go get somebody in the second round. I don't know. They need to have 2 picks in the second round. This way they can cover either tight end. I mean, tight end's deep anyway. So they can cover tight end and wide receiver. I don't know. I mean, there's so much they could do. An offensive lineman has to be in the cards, and a tight end has to be in the cards because they need that for the future. They can't just I want to at least groom a tight end under Goddard in the double tight end sets, Get him prepared. I want somebody on the offensive line that either is a guard that could go in for Steen, or realistically, I want to get a tackle like Freeling from Georgia that can go right into that guard spot, then move him to right. I don't know. Something, or Proctor or somebody on that magnitude. So what? We got Hollywood Brown? We got Hollywood Brown. Woo! There it is. Hey, we got a wide receiver 3. The Eagles are signing former Chiefs wide receiver Marquise Hollywood Brown to a 1-year deal, $10 million. Multiple sources tell me the explosive Brown had 49 catches for 587 yards and 5 touchdowns last season. Goddamn. Goddamn. How about that? How about that? I got to change something really quick. Really quick. This has got to happen right now. Got to change this up. Well, there it is. Hollywood Brown is now a Philadelphia Eagle. Now, there it is. I mean, maybe AJ's not going anywhere. Maybe he's not going anywhere. This probably tells us, right? This probably tells us, right? There it is. We've been waiting. We just talked about it earlier. We talked about Brandon Cooks. We talked about Christian Kirk that just signed. We talked about the kid from the 49ers. Hollywood Brown is now a Philadelphia Eagle. As a number 3. As a number fucking 3. There you go, bro. There you go. There you go. Oh, shit. Hollywood Brown had some injuries, but man, I mean, using him in motion and putting the defense on their heels. I mean, it's a fucking, I mean, you got some fucking legit speed in this offense now. God, AJ, just fucking stay, bro. Just fucking stay. For the love of God, just fucking stay. That's all I'm asking. It's all I'm asking. Just stay. I'm trying to change my thumbnail quick. I want to change it real quick. So, damn, that's good. That's good. Up to 10. So $10 million deal. Damn. So he had 49 catches, 587 yards, 5 touchdowns last season. It's a fucking great signing. It's fucking great. I knew they were going for a fucking veteran. I knew they were going for a wide receiver 3. They lost out on Darnell Mooney. Man. Good fucking signing. A 1-year prove it deal, man. A 1-year fucking prove it. Hollywood Brown is now a Philadelphia Eagle. Shit. There you go, bro. There we go. Let's see. Marquise Brown, 1 year up to. So it's a 1-year deal up to $6.5 million. Up to 6.5. $10 million deal, obviously, in incentives. So an extra few million in incentives. Damn, so Waddle got signed and the Eagles went out and signed Hollywood Brown. Waddle got signed to the Waddle gets traded to the Denver Broncos for first, third, and fourth round pick swap. And then we just got Hollywood Brown on a 1-year deal up to $10 million. It's up to 6.5, $10 million deal, 1-year deal. Shit. There you go. You got some fucking speed now. Now you got some speed on at wide receiver. You got speed at wide receiver 3, and we know Mannion's going to use this fucking guy too. So shit, you know what? He's been to Super Bowls. He's got some injury issues. Obviously, this is why he signed fucking late. That's why we're in this situation, but it's a really good fucking signing. A really, really good signing. Can't complain about it at all. Cannot complain about it whatsoever at all. So let me change this real quick. So we're good there. All right, let's get back to the chat real quick. I'm going to work on this while we're... Waddle trade helps the Eagles in negative. Let's go. I saw the chat going crazy. I saw the chat going crazy for a second. I was like, what's going on? Because I'm like, what's going on? So no, that kid's not blocking nobody. That kid's gonna go upfield and cause fucking mayhem and be aggressive with these guys. AJ Brown, just fucking stay, dude. Just fucking stay. All I'm asking is to fucking stay. That's it. Did Hollywood play with Jalen in Oklahoma? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. That I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But there it is. The signing is here. Hollywood Brown is a Philadelphia Eagle. Fuck, this thing is so annoying. Let's see. As a wide receiver 3, Hollywood Brown is great. Used as great signing. Yes, AJ stayed. He's square. I love being a Philadelphia Eagle. Joey shakes. How much of a factor Dotson was really? Well, I mean, it's under a different. I mean, Dotson was under a different scheme. We can't. Dotson is the main reason why you can move AJ. You can move Devontae Smith around. So I mean, Dotson had obviously a lot of value the last couple of years, even if nothing really happened with him. So see, Big Star says, if we draft a wide receiver around, we need Carnell Tate from Washington. I love Jordan Tyson from Arizona State, but he's hurt a lot as well. Brown was gone right before Hurts got to Oklahoma. Ah, okay. So that makes sense. That makes sense. Well, there it is. Our wide receiver. So that's it. I mean, now we just need to get an edge rusher. We just need a fucking edge rusher right now. I mean, that's really it. We just need a fucking edge rusher, and we're fucking solid. We still, in the draft is going to be safety, offensive line, tight end. I mean, that's pretty much where it's at. Pretty much where it's at. Yeah, can't complain. Can't complain about that. All right, let me send this to my email. Sorry, I'm trying to get this. This is already done. I just want to get this up quick. Pause. It's worse than let's get Grenard and let's call it a day and look at draft 100. Yeah, I mean, this is it. I mean, look, if AJ is staying, you get Hollywood Brown in here, right? You get Hollywood Brown, and you're pretty much fucking set. I mean, you're pretty much fucking set at this point. You don't really need anything else. You're pretty much done, you know? I can't change that. Okay. I'll have to change it from here then. Because I don't know. There it is. All right, we'll do a breaking news. We'll do a breaking news. And I'm going to do a poll with you guys too. Eagles sign Hollywood Brown on a 1-year deal. Okay. We should be good now. We should be caught up and good now. No problems. Okay. All right, how we feeling? Let me get this chat up. All right, we're good now. Anthony Gardell said the Grenard trade fizzled out, and it wasn't because the Eagles. It was Grenard, so we will see. Oh, shit, really? That's not good. He can tag team with AJ on Madden because they play against Janky Rondo a lot. Oh, damn. That's fucking cool. Let's see. Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Brown had 49 receptions, 587 yards, and 5 touchdowns for the Chiefs last season. The best season was 21 in Baltimore with 91. What was it? 91, 1,008 to 6 misses. Most of the 24 with stern cacular injury, undersized 25th overall pick in 19 who can run. Ran a 4.27 on his pro day, which is true. So, I mean, now you have fucking way more speed than you had last year. This is a guy that can go in motion, can catch in the open field. And, I mean, you got Devontae Smith, but now they got to watch out for Hollywood Brown. Saquon Barkley in the backfield. Jalen Hurts' legs, and A.J. Brown lined up on the left side. I mean, come on now. Come on. A.J. Brown's got to stay. Come on now. I mean, maybe this move means he's going to stay. They paid up to $6 million. What? 1-year deal up to $6.5 million. This is a big trade for this is a big signing for the Eagles right now. It's a big signing. Huge signing for the Eagles. So I absolutely love it. Love it. So like I said, Hollywood Brown adds more of a dynamic to your offense. He has the speed. They want a guy that can go in motion. They want a guy that can get up, go in motion, go upfield, and just start, keeping that defense on their heels over the top. I mean, he's got the ability to do that. He's got the speed to do that. And the complement of Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown and Dallas Goedert, Jalen Hurts with his legs, and then obviously Saquon Barkley and Tank Bigsby in the backfield. I mean, you just got to, replenish your offensive line, get some depth there, make sure that is going to be a healthy group this year. And Hollywood Brown could really open things up even more with this offense, more with what Jahan Dotson did, okay? With more creative route running and what they could do with him, everyone is going to eat in this offense. It just depends on, is Mannion going to work out? Is this coordinator going to be, is he going to do the right thing this year? Hey, we'll see, man. We'll see, but it's good. We were just talking about wide receiver 3s this morning. We talked about Jennings that wanted too much money. Now, I mean, Brandon Cooks was out there, and Christian Kirk signed with the 49ers as a cheaper option. Now the Eagles go out and sign Hollywood Brown. He just got to stay healthy. Hollywood Brown needs a healthy season, and hopefully we could do our thing. We could do our thing. So I feel really good. That's good. Good signing. Bro, Philly, where wide receivers come to die. Well, under Mannion, we don't know that. We don't know that under Mannion. Does it mean Anna is gone for AJ is gone for sure, the signings, or do you think they'll have all 3? I don't know. I mean, this being added to it would be fucking phenomenal. I think your offense got better today. If AJ's staying, I think your offense got better today. Like 100% got better. Ross says, I heard that Hollywood Brown signed with the Eagles, so I hope he does well there, and please take care. I appreciate Carlos, man. I appreciate it so much. You guys are making monster moves too. Really good moves. So you guys might be back in it next year. Maybe we'll have a rematch. Maybe. We'll see. But I appreciate you. Appreciate a really nice Chiefs fan coming in. I appreciate it. Thanks, man. Well, it says Brown's a nice 3 receiver. Nice seeing how we keep firing on the NFL. Vic said Eagles are the frame for the, we're the farm that every team benefits off of us. You know what I mean? No, someone mentioned Hollywood Brown returning punts. I don't know if that's going to, I wouldn't even go there, to be honest with you. I'm trying to find that, but I see it in the chat. I don't know if that's going to be the case, man. I wouldn't right now. So he's washed, man. He's fucking washed, man. I already know I'm going to hear from everybody. He got picked up late in free agency. I wonder why. I wonder why. Like all these wide receivers have issues. All these late pickups, they have issues. So if you think like you're going to get a steal from just some guy being out there in free agency right now at this point after a week and a half, then I don't know. I think it's a really good signing. Really good. Really good. Hold on. I was on the wrong fucking screen the whole time. So we got 408 in the chat. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the stream. The Eagles just signed Hollywood Brown. Now we got 2 Browns if they stay in Philadelphia. Check the memberships for draft stuff. Become a member today. Gift memberships, new membership stuff coming. A lot of stuff there. So appreciate it. Garrett said this also had something special for when we occasionally sub in Darius Cooper and have him attack underneath and rack up yak yards. Also, Hollywood Brown adds another dangerous element in the red zone. He does. He does. I already kind of knew that. It's just like one of those things where you can use his speed in red zone because you could put him on an out or something quick in the open. And yeah, I mean, it would be a great threat there, 100%. I agree with that. I agree. This is good. It's solid. But does this mean like AJ staying? I mean, I really hope a report comes out that he's staying because, man, I mean, it would just be really nice. It would be really nice if they could just get something done. Be really nice. We'll see. See, Manny is this Sean McVay 2.0. Iowa isn't half the player Waddle is. I don't know why you're comparing them. Who is? I'm not comparing them. Yeah, Hollywood in motion is crazy. I think that's how they want to use him. So, yeah, Jennings is looking for $20 million. And if that's the case, the Eagles aren't going to pick that up. I mean, he had a lot of production last year with the San Francisco 49ers, but, injuries. All these receivers have dealt with stuff the last few years. I mean, especially if they're this late in free agency, there's a reason why they're this, they're not, there's something wrong with some of these guys this late. So, he wouldn't sign here unless he knew he was getting targets. Yeah, well, you know what? You might not be wrong on that. So, yeah, Chris says Mannion loves wide receiver, the 3 wide receiver. And he loves tight ends. Then he loves tight ends as well. So, a lot of double tight end sets, wide receivers in motion. You never know what can happen, man. I'm telling you. You never know. No. Now Jay says need to draft a safety with the first pick, or maybe. Well, yeah. I mean, it comes down to tight end, safety, and offensive line. 100%. That's what it comes down to now. That's where we're kind of at now with it. Waddle to the Broncos is low-key nice. Yeah, it was a good move. Really good move. They really didn't give up much because that first rounder was a late, Miami got the first rounder, but I mean, it's a late first, you know what I mean? It's a late first. So it's a late first for Denver. So it's not like they really gave up a lot for him. I mean, a third, and then they had a 4th round. So theoretically, they gave up a late first to it. They gave up a second. They gave up a late first, or should you say a second, and a 3rd round pick for this year. I mean, that's really it. Really it. Yeah, maybe Cooper, sure. Maybe they use both Hollywood Brown and Cooper. Like someone said earlier, they use them for specific things. So you never know, So now you're good. So now you got Cooper, you got Hollywood Brown, you got Johnny Wilson coming back from injury. So they're going to add more. There's going to be more camp bodies and stuff like that for undrafted free agents and things like that. But hey, it's good, man. It's a good fucking signing. It's very good. So it says Caden Steele says, not a bad deal. Marquise Brown fills the number 3 role and likely replaces Jahan Dotson. I don't think this has anything to do with A.J. Brown, but if they do trade him, I don't think Marquise Brown is a replacement. He's a fine 3rd or 4th option for the offense, which I kind of agree with. So I kind of agree with there. Chris Scott, he's in the prime years, 28 years old. Yeah. Got a few years left, Wants to win a championship. Knows, I mean, look, Waddle sees what the Eagles offense has. They see what he's seeing what they've done the last couple years. Obviously. Then he says, we're not looking for stars. We're looking for role players. Yeah, role players that can help us win a championship this year. I don't know why every signing has to be a star. You sign somebody a week and a half late in a free agency, everyone has an issue. Christian Kirk has issues. Hollywood Brown has issues. Juwan Jennings has fucking issues. They all have issues. So when you have this fucking idiot comes in, it's like, he's washed, bro. He's fucking washed. Can't stand these fucking these tunnel vision fucking fans. These one-sided tunnel vision, just never thankful or grateful for shit about anything. Never grateful. Ever. Thanks, says I would have signed Jennings from San Fran. He's still out there. Well, not for the amount of money he wants. And if he's going to hold out for money after being pretty injured last year, for the amount of good production he's had, he's going to hold on to that. The Eagles have no patience for it. In terms of the passing numbers, Jalen is going to put up this year with A.J. Smitty, Hollywood Brown, Goddard, Cooper, Saquon, Tank, rookie tight end is going to be insane. Yeah, yeah. We're gonna be doing good things. It's time for this thing to change the fuck around. A.J. Brown just has to fucking stay. He just got to stay. That's it. You know what I mean? They got some legit fucking speed now. They're actually going to use a wide receiver 3 in fucking motion this year. I'm telling you. Nothing. The trade hasn't happened for Grenard. Nothing's happened yet. I mean, we're waiting on that too. We're waiting on that. So, nothing else yet. Let's see what else we have on here. Eagles fan Clark with the super chat says, what did we give up for Brown? Nothing. He's a signing. He's a free agent signing. There's no trade, no nothing. He was a free agent. Nothing. It's a 1-year deal. It's a 1-year deal up to $10 million. I think it's a 1 year up to 6.5. A 1 year up to 6.5. Cheap. It's a cheap signing. It's a cheap 1 year signing. That's it. That's it. You got a fucking whole draft. You got a whole entire draft to go through. Your offense is fucking set. You just got to draft a future fucking right tackle. I mean, you don't need, your starters are set. Your set stone starters are good offensively. You're set. That's it. It just comes down to like what's going on with A.J. Brown, what's going to happen, and that's pretty much it. That's what it comes down to. Yes, I just want AJ gone. It's getting old at this point. No, I get it, dude. Eagles fan Clark says, hell yeah. It went from, well, I'll show you. It says, the original one said 1 year, $10 million, and then Jordan Schultz said, is the sign with the Eagles is a 1 year up to 6.5. So I don't know. Did they get it wrong? Is it not 10 million at 6.5, or is it 6.5 and it's up to 10 million, another few million in incentives? So I'm not really sure. So there you go. There you go. Andrew says, I think Hollywood will still be frustrated with his lack of targets throughout the season. Very few have adopted him. Well, dude, we have a new fucking scheme now. It's a new coordinator. Nick's not involved. Like that's what I'm saying. Like we can't compare what Dotson did the last couple of years because it was under a different coach. It's way different now with Mannion. Hollywood Brown is not signing here if he's not getting fucking target. I mean, it makes no sense. Like, there's got to be questions going into, I want to sign with the Eagles, but like, am I going to get targeted? What's going on? There's got to be questions going into it. Way different. Way different. So. There you go. 1 year deal. Yeah. Oh, here's Diana Rossini. Despite speculation, I'm told the Denver Broncos never showed interest in trade. Bitch is so dumb. She's so stupid. The comments are probably fucking hilarious. Don't mention A.J. Brown challenge. Difficulty impossible for you. Fucking stupid. Stupid idiot. Just an idiot. Bears is tight end in the draft, first or early second, or a second O line, second, and maybe safety, third round starter. Really need two twos to feel safe because we need starting strong safety. No, I get it. If they, I mean, look, I mean, if they trade AJ, I mean, then they're gonna have to draft somebody. They need that second round pick for this year to go get somebody on day two. They're gonna have to go get a need for the future, and they're gonna have to get somebody like to come in right now. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna work out because him Brown coming as a number two. I don't know how that's gonna look, honestly. So dirty Diana. Viz says block that person, whoever said AJ Brown challenge. Why block him? He's right though. Every tweet involves his name. He said it's good signing Hollywood Brown. Numbers for Goddard come out. I think it was a 1 year $7 million. I think it's 1 year $7 million for Goddard. I think that's what came out, which is really fucking cheap, way low because the fucking market was horrible for tight ends this year. That's just a dynasty Racine just says whatever. I'm sure they didn't have serious interest in AJ. I mean, maybe not. Maybe not. I mean, serious? Obviously not, because they must. I mean, I think they peeked in and just seen what the price was and they left. I mean, I think that's how it went. Like Dave said, well, once number one for our number three. Hey, he is a vet and can help teach younger guys. Well, that's true. Jack said, yeah, they're going to need to do it before the draft to get another weapon if it happens. Yeah, I don't know. I really hope he doesn't fucking leave. I really don't. Like, I hope that we're all speculating that he's like that. I hope we're just speculating that he's mentally checked out and he doesn't want to be here, and that's why no reports come out. I hope that's all bullshit. I mean, I've always hoped that it's all not bullshit, but I don't know what it's gonna look like now. I'm hoping that it turns around, but it's hard for me to say that this thing is not growing legs on it at this point. See? Denver gave a 1, a 3, and a 4. Yeah, they gave up Denver's late first. So it's Denver's late first, which is pretty much a second, the 30th pick. Okay, a third and a fourth for 26. The fourth round was a pick swap. So technically it was just a fucking first and a third. That's it. Or a second and a third, technically. That's all it really was. Jackson's got to take advantage of Saquon's prime years of what he has left. Yeah, I know. Trust me. I mean, they God knows he's going to retire one of these years at some point, you know. The Real Muro says the Eagles had around $40 million in cap space after the moves. Not sure how much Hollywood takes from that. I mean, not much. They need like 8 to 10 for the draft, 7 to 9. I mean, not much. Can't be that much, you know. We got Shoot Shot for Rocky. Thank you so much, Mr. Hollywood Brown is a slot demon. I remember his sick touchdown catch he had during the Thanksgiving game against the Cowboys. I totally remember that too. I remember that shit. That shit was sick. You know, so he's had some issues the last few years. You know, the production last year was, it wasn't much, you know. But hey, we got him now. 28 years old. Nice vet in the building. They wanted a vet. They wanted Darnell Mooney. He went to the Giants. So they were looking just from that. The reports came out they had interest in the vet receiver. Then they want to sign somebody. So they got Hollywood Brown now. So we'll see how it goes. Appreciate the super chat, man. We got 466 in the chat. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. We cover the Eagles every day. We do live streams. We do the draft night. Me and Philly will be doing the Philly Shakedown for 3 days straight. Make sure you like the video. I want to try to get 200 likes for this stream if you guys have it. And check the memberships. Check the memberships for extra draft content and other types of videos. We're going to have new badges. We're going to have new stickers and all that great stuff soon. So the pinned comment in the chat, definitely grab a membership if you guys have it. Trying to build on these memberships a little bit. So because I'm doing a lot more for members now as well. I appreciate it, guys. I don't know, he still wasn't all that with the Ravens. No, I mean there was issues. Like I said, like I feel like as a number 3, like we've seen him in his big moments. We've seen him at some of his weak moments in game. But as a number 3 with the Eagles, I mean, he's just luxury. He's just fucking luxury, dude. He really is. Vincent Rager still got potential, guys. I'm telling you, look at his calves. Yeah. He says, looking forward to spending the draft with you and Philly, Joey. Yeah, we're going to be ready to go. We're going to be ready to fucking go. So do you think the Eagles will need to add a 4th or a 3rd with AJ just to trade him? Almost like what the Dolphins did to get the 1st, 3rd, and 4th? I mean, potentially they could add another pick, but I think realistically, like, I think the Eagles are still going to stay patting on a 1st and a 2nd round pick. I think a 1st and a 2nd round pick is the way it's going to go. I think that's fair. I think it's fair. I think it's fair. I don't think we're getting screwed. So Brown had what? 49 catches, 587 yards, and 5 touchdowns last season. His best season came in 21 when he had 91 catches for 1,008 yards, 6 touchdowns for the Ravens. You know what I mean? So as a number 3, I don't expect him to get a lot. I mean, you never know what type of season he's going to have. You never know what could happen. But these wide receiver 3s are going to be more involved with Mannion's system. So we got a punt return that brings deep threat speed and screen. I don't even know if you do that with him, Kavai. I don't even know if you really do that with him. So I don't know at 28 years old, and do you want him to take some unnecessary hits? I don't know I don't know if that's the plan too, to make him as a returner. I'm not really sure if you really do that. So at 10 million, this is a wild. It's 6.5. It's 6.5. It's not 10. It's up to 10, but I think it's like 6. I think it's up to 6.5 now. I don't know. The first one said it's a $10 million deal. And then Jordan Schultz said it's a 1 year up to 6.5. So he's getting paid less than 6.5, correct? Am I correct on that? Am I wrong on that? I have no idea. So it's up to 6.5 now. He must have fixed it. Up to 6.5. So up to 6.5 with incentives, it's got to be lower than 6 million. So it's pretty fucking cheap. The Eagles still have a good amount of cap space after that. I mean, it's really nothing. You know what I mean? So I think it's pretty fair. I think it's pretty fair. So, hey, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I like it. They were going to sign a veteran anyway. It was going to happen. It was going to happen at some point. So, let's see. Blaze of Glory said Ted Hurst, wide receiver, Georgia State. Keep an eye on him. The Real More also says, oh, hold on. Oh, hopefully we trade for Grenard or save the money and pick and bring in Cam Jordan. Cam Jordan already signed. Number one, why the fuck would you sign a 35, 36-year-old edge rusher? That makes absolutely no sense. And he already signed with the fucking Chiefs already. So he's already gone. It's okay to sign a vet, but not that old. No signing bonus. No. For 1 year deals, I don't think it really, for an older wide receiver, I don't think you get too much of a signing bonus from that. Roll said, I think he's a perfect 2 for Devontae. If we draft a rookie and we got a Darius Cooper, I see the vision. I mean, you might be right. You might be right. And even if you have Hollywood Brown, you can line him up on the outside, and you can move Devontae Smith all over the place too. You could do that as well. If AJ Brown's here, you can move him all over the place. So the problem is of like you draft a 2 that can start as a 2, or you want Hollywood Brown to be the 2. It's really it really depends on what they do. What would you do if CeeDee Lamb was drafted by the Eagles instead of the Dallas Cowboys? I mean, CeeDee Lamb's a good receiver. What would I do? I mean, it would be a good pickup by the Eagles if it was at that moment, at that time. Yeah, it would have been a good. It would have been a good pickup. Lonnie Smith, Evan Ross says that Lon Smith, Hollywood Brown, a draft pick. I would trade a pick for Marvin Mims. That's a solid room right there. Marvin Mims? Does he even? Marvin Mims was he was like the touchdown god. Like what was he from? No, he wasn't from Baylor. Where is he? We faced him this year, didn't we? What team is he on? I forgot. He's not even a number 3, is he? Is he even like a starting receiver? He is, right? I really don't want AJ to go. Same here. Because we need an edge that will produce, and other than Grenard, who do you want? If you don't want Cam, you don't want Bosa. The Eagles have a good edge for the past had a good edge for the past 4 to 5 years. I don't know who else is. Oh, Broncos. Okay, that's where he is. Okay. I don't know. Other than him, I mean, I'm not going to get into Max Crosby talk. That's just insane on a rebuilt meniscus, and we don't even know how much that's going to cost. Oh, so he was from Baylor. Okay. Okay. He's a gadget kind of dude. Perfect 3 to 4 wide receiver. Okay. Let's see if they add another one. They could add another one, maybe, if AJ gets traded. Cheez-It time? Yeah, dude, I'm starving, bro. After this, I'm gonna go get a couple slices of pizza at the pizza place. I'm starving today. So it's gonna be pizza time soon. A lot of people have been talking about Marvin Harrison Jr. I mean, I think that's been mostly a fan speculation thing than anything else. See here. Good fucking signing though. I can't even fucking hate it. I really can't. Roshan says they are not trading AJ. They're all in on winning this year. Let me tell you something. If there's no report out that he's not getting traded, I will cut all ties talking about this shit ever again. But until then, it is going to be talked about. Any move we make, it's going to be involving if AJ is still going to be gone from this team yet. So, you know what I mean? That's where I'm at. It's funny, Vince. I just had BLTs for dinner last night. That's actually really funny. I literally had BLTs for dinner last night. Girlfriend made it. Really good. Really good. I had to say, we need an edge rusher. Yes, we do. I don't know what other edge rushers are really connected to the Eagles. There's been no reports on anything else. I honestly don't know who else would actually be a trade candidate. Free agency, there's nobody there. And Crosby is just, I don't know where that's going to go. He's playing for the Raiders this year, or he's not. Not really sure. But we didn't draft linebackers in the first round either. What happened? Real says, yeah, I'm not even bringing up the crazy Crosby talk. We just sat back, pull all our chips on Phillips, and he walked. So we have money for an edge. Only option now is Grenard trade. Sign him at 22. Yeah, I mean that's really Jonathan Grenard is really the only option right now. It's really the only option we have right now. So that's it. Yeah, I said AJ talk is a waste of breath. I mean, I hope it is, but I'm still going to talk about it. Scott said they mentioned him at the deadline. Let's see. 125 says Scott Griggs. What Travon Walker? I don't. We've been talking about Travon Walker the last few years. Didn't he get tagged? Then he got extended. I mean, I don't even know what's going on. What that's looking like. P. Rombo says I think AJ is gone. Diego says Crosby is a major risk at this point with the recovery of the injury. Yeah, I mean, I didn't know the meniscus was a fully rebuilt. I thought it was like a partial meniscus. It's like a fully rebuilt meniscus. It's a little worrisome. Well, Benson, Marvin Harrison at first is the best trade I heard from AJ. I don't know why the Cardinals would even do that, though. But I says, are we going safety in the early rounds or draft? Of draft, yeah. 100%. Safety, tight end, offensive line, right there. So he said, if we draft boy from Oregon or Toledo, we could just go pass rush and waves. I want to get one of those safeties. McNeil, I want to get McNeil from Toledo. I want to get what's his face? Dylan Thieneman. Yeah. Be some great fucking pickups for us. Some great pickups for us, guys. All right, thanks, Ryan, for giving me this information here. If you're in the chat, shout out to you, Ryan. Devin Clayton said Hollywood Browns deal is worth up to $6.5 million. A source said so. There isn't a significant financial commitment. The 5'9", 180-pound wide receiver caught 49 passes, 587 yards, 5 touchdowns with the Chiefs last season. He might not have been as quick, but Brown could still stretch defenses last season. He turns 29 in June. You could pencil him in as the Eagles' number 3 wide receiver behind A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. Pencil being the key word for now. So even Jeff McClain believes that this A.J. Brown shit is not done with yet. I'm telling you, bro, like, it's not fucking done. I'm telling you, this A.J. Brown shit is not done with. It's not off the table. I'm telling you, it's not done yet. Way far from over. When does YouTube do 3 ads? I have no idea. What about Kayvon? No. Got to trade with the Giants. Why would you even do that? Why would you even get into that? Hold on, let me change the screen here. What is up for grabs? I think still he wants out of Arizona. I don't blame him. So do we. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he requested a trade, but it's really, I mean, just because he requested a trade doesn't mean he's available. And so, like, you know, there's news that he's available. What about Nick Herbig from the Steelers as an edge? Yeah, people have been talking about him. Would Eagles draft safety at 23? Maybe. Really depends. I don't know. Really depends how that board falls. If there's somebody that they really can't let go of, they might go safety at 23. Rob says, shit, we could have drafted a few edge rushers to see who works out. Make it easy. Real Bro said we got to go safety, tight end, offensive line, DB, D line, then wide receiver in that order. I think depends if we trade AJ and trade for Grenard. Yeah, I think we're gonna get Grenard. I mean, look, I can't see that edge rusher's gonna be fucking empty by the time we get to the draft. I mean, I'll be shocked if that's the case. So, Master Eagle says AJ is here to stay. Go Birds. Hope so. Russell Broncos may have traded for Waddle, but Patriots are still in the fold for AJ. They're in the fold and they're gonna fold. Who knows? I hope they keep him though. I hope they do. So that's what has the Cowboys fan. I'm not gonna lie. Eagles off is scary as fuck. I mean, they're still. I mean, you're fucking trolling. I know you're lying. But it's a good move though. It's a good move. If AJ stays, it's a better move. If he's not here, it's a good move. It just depends on what they do at 2 and how Mannion runs the offense, because he's going to really do more with the wide receiver 3. He's going to run a lot of double tight end sets. So there's going to be a lot of things that are involved in it. So wide receiver 1A and 1B, a lot of teams don't have that, and which is fine. There's definitely will be a new vision for this team moving forward when it comes to play calling, creativity with the offense with Sean Mannion. So, you know, how good is Grenard? Honestly, well, he had a bum shoulder this past year, but he still led the team in pressures. Okay, 2 sacks for the year, not much. But before that, the last 2 seasons before 25, he got 12 sacks in 23 and 12 and a half sacks in 24. That's how good he is. He can play off ball, he can set the edge, and he doesn't chase sacks. He is really good against the run as well. So he is a very good, all over, very good tight end. Sorry, edge rusher. Sorry, tight end, edge rusher. I'm thinking about a million things at once. Cal Eagles with Super Chat. Thank you so much. Says, bro, let's celebrate Hollywood Brown is a great signing. What were the details on it? Sorry, I'm driving Dotson. Yeah, it's a deal up to 6.5 million. It's up to it's a 1 year deal up to 6.5 million. So he's probably really cheap. 28 years old. I mean, so he's going to be 29 by the season starts. He's going to be 29 years old. So it's a cheap deal. It's a cheap 1 year. It's perfect. It's good. No issues, no problems. So I think it's fine. I think it's actually really good. Really good. Oh, we got 408 in the chat. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Definitely subscribe, guys. Cover the Eagles every single day. Definitely hit the like button. Let's try to get 200 likes in this chat. Just please hit the like button. It helps out. Grab a membership in the pinned comment. I'm trying to build these memberships. There's a bunch of draft content there now in the pinned comment. That link right there. New stickers, new badges. A lot of stuff is coming. Members-only live streams. A bunch of other stuff I have planned. Definitely go grab a membership if you haven't. I appreciate it. The Real Russell, he got hurt last season. Who? Brown, I think he had an injury last year too, yeah. If we get Sadiq, it's over. Yeah, that would be great. I don't know. It's going to be interesting, but I can't say I would say they have like a 30% chance of getting him right now, but you never know. Watch after all this, we extend AJ Brown. No. Extend? No, he just comes back. There's no extend. He comes back and that's it. And he's happy and that's it. One bad with the Super Jets is Jalen Waddle heading to the Broncos. Yes, we talked about that earlier. That happened like probably a half hour ago. So Denver gives up a late first. Denver gives up a late first, a third rounder for this year, a late first for this year, a third rounder for this year, and they swap fourth round picks. That's it. That is it. Appreciate the super chat, buddy. Yeah, so Brown was hurt in 24. So he missed the entire season in 24. Let's see. As says, I hope AJ stays. He's a beast. Our offense is going to be nasty. Yeah, I like it. He's still got speed. He still could stretch the defense out, and he can still beat people over the fucking top. But he's gonna be a big distraction. That's for sure. If AJ's still here. Guys, as to put in perspective, Brock Bowers went and picked 13. Cortland Loveland went at 10. So it's possible Sadiq goes in the top 10, but more likely top 20. Yeah, it's a real slim fucking pickings. It's real slim pickings in this draft if he's going to end up. If he gets past like 13, 14, I think the Eagles need to pick up the phone. I mean, that would be the spot for the Eagles. I mean, I'm not trying to get into the top 10 trading up aggressively like that. I think once he gets like the 13, 14, let's see if he passes. Even with Kelsey coming back to the Chiefs, it don't matter. They can still draft him. So the Chargers might aggressively trade up for him. Tampa Bay just signed one, the long-term deal. He says, I don't think AJ wants to stay, in my opinion. I think he's gone. I mean, if Jeff McClain is putting out this fucking news that he doesn't even know yet, that's pretty fucking bad, dude. If he's saying You can pencil in him as the Eagles' number 3 wide receiver behind A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. Pencil being the key word for now. That doesn't sound good either. So even from him, it doesn't even sound like A.J. Brown's going to be here. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I wish it was just a little bit more easy to figure out. But it's not getting easier. Michael says, so they get Malik Willis and trade Waddle. Dolphins cooked. Yeah, it's weird. They pay a quarterback and they pay somewhat of a. The Dolphins wanted to pay a quarterback that wasn't, not top money, obviously. They want to pay a guy with experience. But Ranted Joey, what do you think about the Chiefs trading just for Justin Fields? Well, the only reason why that's happening is because because what's his face is still nursing an ACL fucking injury. It's the only reason why they signed him. Patrick Mahomes is still nursing the ACL. Guys, now I wouldn't say Sadiq is better than Brock Bowers, so in 20 ranges late teens as possible. Rick said the last game AJ played was horrible and almost felt like he was dropping balls on purpose. Yeah, I know. It just, he could have been the hero of that game. As much as the play calling was really bad, he could have been the fucking hero, and he fumbled that opportunity. CBS says, listen, I think the Eagles should focus on the O-line to replace Jurgens and Johnson since they're getting older. Well, Jurgens, I want to see what Jurgens does, but I'm not happy with him at all. You need to replace Lane, so you need to get his replacement this year. And then next year, you got to get a replacement for Dickerson because he restructured his deal from 3 to 2 years. He was supposed to be a free agent after 28. Now he's a free agent after 27. So I'm starting to think that Dickerson was like, look, I'll restructure my deal, take a little bit less money, and I'm going to retire in a couple years. And that's it. So they got to get Lane's replacement. They need a guy that can come in and play at right guard, polish him up for a year. Do not draft a guy and then fucking sit him for the whole year. Do not draft a guy and sit him. It makes no fucking sense to even do that. Makes no sense. No sense. See. Forgot about Dickerson. That's right, Joey. No, you're good. That's why I'm here. And that's why you guys are here, because I forget shit all the time. I forget people's fucking players' names all the time. It's pretty embarrassing. Well, yeah. I mean, Dickerson, the two offensive linemen I'm worried about the most, and you're right on this, it's Dicker. I mean, definitely Jurgens. I mean, he made the Pro Bowl. I mean, I don't know. Jinx, am I the only one tried talking about AJ? Tired. Raise your hand in the chat if you're tired of talking about AJ Brown. Okay. We're gonna start a poll. We're gonna do a poll. Yaman. Okay, or else his Rams aren't dealing Puka for AJ. Stop. Yeah, I don't know who came up with that. Like, that made no sense when it happened. As if my football team is going nuts after Eagles sign Brown. Yeah, dude. We just need Brown to stay. But if Jeff McClain's like, I have no idea, he's penciled in. Jeff McClain's like, Hollywood Brown's penciled in as the number 3 wide receiver behind A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. Keyword, penciled in for now. That doesn't sound good. I wouldn't be replacing AJ for Adams long term for the reason Puka in a first. He goes, this signing is just going to make the AJ controversy even more annoying. It is. It actually is going to get worse, probably. I don't doubt it. AJ is Embiid. AJ is our Embiid. He's going to stay. Well, I would AJ. Eduardo says I would say AJ gets dealt in June, not necessarily right after we sign HW. We're about to find out, bro. Fucking shame if he leaves. You make this. I don't know. It just sucks. It just sucks. Like this whole situation just really. It makes me uncomfortable. He said Hollywood Brown is penciled in. Meaning Cooper could beat him out. Yeah, maybe. So you could be right. I think we're waiting post June 1st. Yeah, I mean, there's no movement. I don't think there's any movement because when all this other stuff was coming out, we heard that there was no movement at all for a while. So if nothing's happening right now, that probably means that we have to wait. We have to wait like another fucking 2 months, another 2.5 months to see what's going on. It sucks we can't get any draft capital like now, at least a pick for this year. It would help out if this trade is actually in the plans of going down. And it's not like not certain, but it's like going in that direction that now we can't have a draft pick for this year out of it to help us out a little bit because now he becomes because wide receiver 2 now becomes an immediate fucking need. So guys said, yeah, agreed. That AJ rumor mill is going to turn until June. Get used to it. Yeah, it sucks. The reporters who actually know what's going on all say he wants out. I just want a decent wide receiver in return and picks. What if the Hollywood Brown signing is to replace Dotson, not AJ? Well, yeah, obviously. Yes, that is true. So there is no reason to trade AJ before June 1st unless the Eagles have their eye on someone in the year's draft. No, I get it. I get it. Yeah, it says even if there were a deal now, it won't happen until after June because it would lower the. Yeah, obviously it'd be 20 million instead of 43. So yeah, I mean we're gonna have to wait. It's either we're waiting for a trade for post June or he's staying. One or the other. The Tuggy said Hollywood could be playing a Jaden Reed role now. Think that I think about it. Scotty Grigg says we either get a great haul of picks or he stays. Either win either way. I think there's a new vision for this offense if AJ is not here. I mean, regardless, there's gonna be anyway. I mean, AJ, if he stays, he's only here for one more year. After we won that Super Bowl in 24, I said AJ's here for at least 2 more years, and that's really it. You know, that's really it. You know what I mean? People are trying to figure out if he counts towards the comp pick thing yet, so I'm not sure. I mean, Dotson got paid like 10 million guaranteed. Dotson and Zacchaeus are with the Falcons now. Zacchaeus was with us, then he went to the Commanders, and he went to here, and I mean he went to a couple teams. You know, Dotson got 10 million guaranteed. for doing nothing the last 2 years. Like nothing. He did absolutely fucking nothing. And he says, "Holy crap! Everybody making a mountain of shit out of a molehill." Carl says, "Since Darius Slay retired, do you think Eagles can find a new quarterback?" Well, I mean, we already have. I mean, Quinion Mitchell's the number one, so we already have a replacement. They're already here, so cornerback ain't no problem now. Jeremy also said, wasn't the whole reason Dallas kept pushing the free agent date back was because the dead cap hit we would take from him? AJ would have been 60 by signing Dallas. AJ is more likely to go. Not anymore. I think that rumor was bullshit. There was like, oh, if Dallas signs, then AJ's walking. I mean, I think that was a bunch of bullshit, and obviously it is. So Dallas pushed the date to get the cap right and to sign at some number that they were trying to figure out. So he's getting paid like $7 million for a year. So I don't think it had anything to do with AJ Brown. I think it had everything to do with everything else that's going on because they want to make sure that they bring Dallas Goedert back on a good number, and that's pretty much where we were at. So yeah, Slay retired the other day. Yeah. Everyone says, "The fuck are you talking about?" Slay has been the replace. Yeah, some people don't know, man. It happens. Some fans from other teams don't know what's going on. You know. All right, let's close this poll. Let's see what we got. Does AJ still get traded after the Hollywood Brown signing? Oh, I didn't close it. Oh, there we go. See what we got. Does AJ get traded after the Hollywood Brown signing? So no, 59%, and yes, 41%. 91 votes. Damn, only 91 people. We had like 300 people in here. No one voted. We had over like 400 people when I put this up. How was there only 91 votes? Damn, guess people don't care. Warren says, regarding Slade's retirement, you think the Bills will let us sign him for a day so we could retire an Eagle? That would be dope. I remember also Dallas is a good dude. He's all about the Eagles and never got a huge deal. Well, no, he's gotten a huge deal before. He has. His second contract was. I think it was. So, I mean, look, I didn't expect anything to happen today at all. I'm looking for edge rusher, and we signed a wide receiver 3 today. So it's not horrible. It's not bad. You know what I mean? Thought they did okay. Not bad for the day. There'll be a lot to talk about now. I mean, this is only gonna, like somebody said earlier in the chat, this is only gonna drive more of this AJ Brown fucking bullshit news. I mean, it's what it's gonna do, unfortunately. So, but you know what I mean? So we'll see. We will see. Ryan says, tough question. I'd pick Smitty as our best receiver. Yeah, probably. I mean, when he's featured, he'd probably be way better if he was featured more. Bill said, if AJ gets traded, we want 2 number ones. Well, we're going to get a first and a second. I don't think they'll ever get 2 number ones. A first and a second would be good. If they can get 2 ones, that'd be great. A first and a second would probably help me out a little bit. Probably. Probably. Yo, Rob Malone, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining the Midnight Birds, bro. Thank you so much for joining up. Thank you for all the draft content is there. Appreciate the support, my dude. Thank you for joining. It means a lot more stuff coming. Guys haven't hit the pin comment for memberships. Join the Shake Squad Army today for all the draft stuff. We got some new badges coming. We got stickers coming. We got members only live streams and a bunch of other stuff I have planned in the works. Go grab a membership today. I appreciate it. Thank you, Rob, for that, buddy. Appreciate it, man. Real Rich says, Joey, what's the pizza spot you got called? It's called Nona's. It's called Nona's. There's a lot of pizza places near me. So I have pizza places everywhere, but I have like a specific place I like going to for specific things. Oh, that's going to help. Yeah. So Bill says that helps Hurts. It will stretch the field, and he can still do it. He can still run by a defense. He could beat you over the top still. You know, he could still do it, man. He could still do it. Rob said, "What up, Joey? I said it, this at Philly stream. We need to relax. He ain't going nowhere." Yeah, no. I mean, for me right now, I feel like I really hope he doesn't, man. Like I just want this to fucking end. I'm just, if it's to a point where he has been checked out, then they have to let him go. They can't force a player to stay. They can't trap him here because that's the word. You're just going to waste another year, and it's going to affect everybody else. It's going to be this shit will never be not talked about anymore. I mean, it'll be another season of AJ Brown, not like what we're doing next week for practice or what we're doing for training camp or competition. It's going to be all AJ Brown news all the time, the entire time. So you know, it's gonna get fucking nuts. Especially Joey with the addition of Woolen and draft McNeil or Oregon boy, they could add me and you to the pass rush and would still hit home. No, I would be. Look, they added McNeil or they added fucking the Dylan McDaniel. I'd fucking add either or of them. I wouldn't even care. I'd be fine. I'd be fine with them. I wouldn't have a fucking problem. Honestly, I wouldn't have a problem at all. I'd be happy as fucking can be. Real Zumro says, I think the offense is going to look a lot different this year as far as the wide receivers are concerned. I won't be just it won't be jump balls to AJ and Smitty running deep route. Yeah, it's going to be more creative. We're going to be using more middle of the field. There's going to be screens. There's going to be tight end usage, double tight end set usage. There's going to be motion plays with. I mean, I would love some PA rollouts, some play. I mean, I'm excited, man. Excited. Thanks, buddy. Rob says, I like AJ. Wears his emotion on his sleeves. He wants to win. I get all that crap he was doing, but he wants to win. No, I get it too. But, he's acting like he's the only player that went through this bad year. Like if he's going to bitch about something, there's a million other players on this team that could come out and say a lot of things about how wrong this offense, how they were treating this offense this year. So I'm hoping like he wants to come back and he's excited, and I hope like he's in good spirits. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping he doesn't have this hatred or he's officially checked out just after a season like this. You just won a Super Bowl the year before. Like, this isn't no fucking drought. This isn't, you didn't even get to the playoffs. Like, you've been in the playoffs every single year. You've gotten 2 contracts. You've had 2 or 3 players taking less money to, you know what I mean? To pay you. You know what I mean? So it's tiring, man. It's tiring on me because like I hate like every time an AJ Brown report comes out or something that's not legit, but something that's just like kind of it's annoying me that I have to cover it. I hate doing it because I know people get pissed off but I'm gonna report it regardless. I mean, that's where I'm kind of at. Yeah, no, Rob, I agree, dude. I hope it's a win, dude. I hope it's a win-win. If it's a win-win, I can't even really complain, man. I'll be down for it all. So we got 289 in the chat. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the stream, go get a membership if you guys have for all draft content and new stuff coming out for memberships as well. Yeah, I mean, I think that's really gonna be it for me. I've been on for about 3.5 hours. We could probably stream a little bit longer today, but I want to work on some other stuff. I need to work on some other stuff for the day. And yeah, I think that's really gonna be it. So other than that, guys, I would go for another couple hours, but it's good. It's a long day today. So I gotta make room for some other stuff today, unfortunately. But appreciate everybody joining the stream today, supporting the stream today. Everybody that sent memberships, got memberships, and sent super chats, and people just sitting here with me today and going over free agency. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go eat. no doubt. So you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Love you all. I'll have a video out tomorrow. Membership videos out today, tomorrow, the next day. We'll have all that stuff coming out. You guys enjoy it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Chicks, what up? Follow. Peace out, guys. Peace. Peace.